All right, we're back. I think we're back live.
Let's
do a little check. Are we live? Good morning.
How do I find?
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, so let's see here. Good morning in the 2, 3.
I got Patrick
9.
Dearborn blowing up this group text. I don't see us live though, Timmy. Let's see.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're
Are
good.
we live?
All right,
are we
let me
live
get
on
this back.
both?
We are.
Yeah, I don't know what Patrick Dearborn doesn't. Somebody's blowing it up.
It's Patrick Dearborn and Blake. I'm in a group text with. I don't know if you're in.
Yeah,
that
there's
group
a bunch of. I'm in a group text with somebody. But yeah, we're back on both Facebook and we are on YouTube. So that's where we want to be. There's a lot of stuff going on. What a good day, man! And we're blowing it up again. We just want to make sure that we're all on. We got a great show. We've got Tony Johns, the owner of Torch Hot Yoga down off Bayshore Drive. If you get down Bayshore Drive about 100 yards and take a right into the plaza and go back behind there, you'll see Torch Hot Yoga. She's one of our great sponsors.
Pat, you know we're live on air. Stop blowing up the phone.
I don't know what Pat's doing.
Sheesh.
Pat, what are you doing?
Patrick Dearborn.
Yeah, we're live.
Patrick Dearborn.
Is he asking anything?
No, I'm in a group text with.
Yeah, my phone is blowing up. And then we have Darjo Esposito. He's going to be coming on to tell us a little bit about Todos Magazine and Perfect Match, stuff that he's got going. And we have Brittany from Forever Young. Hey, do we want to be forever young? Pat, if you had the choice, how long would you want to live for? And please comment out there as well.
I definitely want to see my daughter get married, walk her down the aisle. That's the kind of like my goal.
Well, that's going to be coming soon, probably.
For me?
Yeah.
No, that's not coming for about 25 years.
Trust me, your daughter is going to be 18 before you know it.
Well, she ain't getting married till she's 30. That's not happening. So
how you know that?
I would say, if I make it to listen, at one point, I didn't think I'd make it to see 40. So every year is almost a blessing for me at this point. But I don't know. It just depends if I feel good. And, I don't want to be one of those people that's wearing diapers and can't move and stay alive. So
they are saying that it's possible that you can live. They're trying to create where you can live for about 100 to your 150. Would you want to live to?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
Life's hard enough.
I think the biggest thing is living long, but you want to be healthy doing it. You don't want to be like in a wheelchair.
That's the key.
Like hanging out and not being able to move and that type of thing. I think that would be problematic.
Well, you're just holding on at that point. What's the point, So
yeah.
If I could be like you at your age, I think I'd be in good shape. You got a lot of energy and still sharp as a whip for 84.
Well, I don't know about how sharp I am, but I have fun though. A lot of people ask me, "What do you do in retirement?" I said, "Listen, I do everything," and my little quote: "I do everything I like to do, and nothing I don't."
Isn't that the goal in life, to be able to, be financially secure and just do what you enjoy?
To be able to have a good time, enjoy life, and just all the good things that come with it. So it's good.
I think Tony Johns is rolling.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Maybe
maybe that might be her. Yeah, she's in the back. Yeah, Tony's in the back.
She got
but that's
chauffeur.
good though. We have she's got chauffeur today. But everybody seems to be back on.
Yeah,
we have a
technical difficulty.
We apologize. We're trying to get everybody on.
Pat Dearborn, you're in a group text blowing the phone up, but I can't get you to comment on the show.
Yeah, Pat Dearborn, could you jump on and find some comment section on there? Are you in?
He's in.
Is Pat's in?
We got Patrick Dearborn. I'm good now.
Tony rocks.
Yeah, she's walking in.
60s great again. That's right. Not there yet, Patrick. But yeah, so I think I'm going to see you a little bit later. Conservative Ant, we're going to see him later. Tell us a little bit about what we got going on up in Fort Myers at Tito's Cantina.
Good time. We got the Built to Eat food review. Big one today, starring Conservative Ant and Tito Ortiz for the Built to Eat, and then special guests Timmy G, Patrick Dearborn, Larry Love, Johnny Fratto, Eric Green, Kevin Wilkinson. I got two other names I can't name that are going to roll up too. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Well, I go anywhere there's food. So usually
have food will travel.
If I can make it, definitely have food will travel. And we have Tony. Tony, if you want to come on over and jump in this great conversation. You're a pro at this. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Bring your coffee up.
Yeah, you've been here before.
Bring the fun up.
Good morning.
You can
How are you?
Get your
Patrick Dearborn's already asking where you are.
Get your headsets on and pull the mic up as close as you can. And yeah, we're just so excited to have you here today.
I'm excited.
And you made it all right. You got it.
Okay. You had a little technical difficulties this morning.
Uber. I woke up to a dead car.
Oh,
but I got here.
My car is starting to do that little drag. I can hear it a little bit. Yeah,
I think they're hot. I think they're overheated.
Well, hot.
Speaking of hot,
it goes, yeah.
You would know a thing or two about hot.
I do.
Boy, that hot yoga we did, what was it, a month ago? It was a little hot there.
We got to do that again, though.
We will. We want to come back.
I'm not bringing any equipment. I want to go and do the yoga and relax a little bit. Yeah. We
Yeah.
will do it with
I heard
equipment.
Patrick Dearborn's going to.
He was
supposed to come on the last one. He got stuck in traffic, but he told me he's good for the next one. So we'll bring a whole.
Just so you know, Tony, you can see all the comments.
There's Pat Dearborn.
Pat Dearborn.
We can say his name today, right? It's not Friday.
Good morning, Leanne. Always good to see you on the show. That's awesome. And then Torch Yoga is great.
Has Pat Dearborn done Torch Yoga yet?
He has not. He needs to come in.
So, Pat, how can you say that?
Well, Pat.
How can you say Torch? Maybe he's saying Tony's awesome.
He did say
we'll
that.
get Pat Dearborn on the next time we go out.
I want him to say Torch Hot Yoga's awesome. He's got to come in and try it.
1,000%. Next, we're going to do a live from there again next month with Pat Dearborn. We'll bring Larry Love back to you.
He liked it.
He keeps coming back. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, that's good.
I heard. Yeah.
He does a little more. I'm getting hot Pilates now too. Infrared Pilates. It's trending. It's really big right now.
Can you tell
me Renato?
Can you tell me? Good morning, Renato. We love Renato. He gives so much energy.
We should do the Torch Hot Yoga, right? And then we should have the cold plunge. Renato Sweat House.
Yes.
Set up a cold plunge outside.
I have a place in the back, inside or outside.
Renato, we'll celebrate the grand opening. We'll do the Torch Hot Yoga.
Yeah.
Get in the cold plunge shirtless. We'll do the yoga shirtless, and then we'll get in naked into the cold plunge.
Most of you shirtless.
Yeah. the males.
Yes.
We know Renato likes the shirtless thing. He's big into that with the sweat.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a body like that, I'd walk around without my shirt all day.
Yeah, there you go. Tell us a little bit about what the difference is between yoga and Pilates, number one, and then obviously you throw the heat on it. That's a whole different. That's a whole different level.
It's trending right now. Pilates is everywhere, and it has been. It's not new.
Right.
The Pilates with infrared heating is new now.
Okay.
And it's just everywhere, and everyone loves it. And I just want to jump on that train and offer it at my studio too.
Of course.
So with your membership, you'll have more, not just yoga. You'll have Pilates as well.
More options.
Pilates is different.
It's a different
yoga.
Workout.
It's a different workout.
It is a different workout.
Work on different muscles or different speeds or different times?
It's fine-tuning your muscles.
Okay.
It's more like toning.
Hyper focus on
like
particular, like if you're doing arms or if you're doing backs of legs or tries or whatever.
Yeah. Arms, butt, abs, all that. And it's yoga is more mind, body, spirit. Yoga is a whole different thing. Pilates is more of a workout. Yoga is for your whole body, your mind, body, and
my whole body was sore after doing that. Hot set. You gave us the toughest instructor in session.
You lasted like 4 minutes. How could your body get sore?
It was about 6, number one.
Yeah.
And there's sore muscles that I didn't even know existed. Yeah, we got like
true.
I knew. So Blake has a personal trainer. Not that Blake's in great shape. I think he's in good shape, and he's got a personal trainer, and he works out. And like 5 minutes in, I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie. But I look over at Blake, and he's struggling. So I'm like, if Blake is struggling this early, we're screwed. Like we're I felt a little bit better, but I'm like, we're in big trouble. And sure enough, it was great. It was really.
It's because of the heat. Like, it's something you have to get used to. And it heats the body. And if you go repeatedly, you'll see. And then you crave it, and then you become addicted to just that heat and sweat. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Your body needs it.
No, I enjoyed it. You know, as intense as it was and sore as I was, definitely want to come back and definitely look forward to coming back and doing the live from there. I
got to do a shout out to my good childhood buddy, Joel Frost, in the house. Look at Joel. He's so we're getting people from all over the country.
You served
Joel, you living in Ohio?
You served a nom with him, didn't you?
Yeah, we served a nom together. We used to literally, like, the funniest story is when we were kids. Joel was a kid like we'd be like halfway through a basketball game and he'd lose his temper and then I'd lose my temper. We'd be fighting and like we'd get in these massive like fights, but like 5 minutes later I'd be calling him on the phone. Hey Joel, you want to do something a little bit later? I mean, it's so fun when you're a kid. You used to have all these like little things you did and you just used to just pound on each other. And then now,
Pause.
you know, pause. And then now you're up and going. But Joel was a great guy. Joel, good to see you.
He's in Indiana.
Buddy. Yeah. Indiana, that's right. Indiana, I get it. Yeah, we used to play for the Bengals
in 88.
Yeah, a couple of years with the Bengals.
Interesting.
Yeah, why'd you pick the Bengals?
That's the
Joel?
year they lost to the 49ers in the Super Bowl. In
Oh,
88.
88.
Interesting
It's-
fun fact.
And
for that
Patrick
day.
knows that.
Yeah.
Patrick knows that.
Random
Played for
stuff.
the Bengals?
No, I wished I did.
Yeah,
I wished I did.
He
but-
did in his mind.
No, we
Close enough.
used to do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so the studio's going good, huh?
Studio's going good.
I-
I hired a couple more teachers.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
a couple people that watched the live and then ended up, I won't necessarily name their names, but they end up going and they
Yeah.
become members. So
I love that. I mean, I'm just trying to put myself out there, do good things for the community. I'm
Mhm.
doing a fundraiser for United Way.
okay.
I'm doing one for Wags to Wishes for the pets.
Oh, that's a great name, Wags to Wishes.
Valentina and Mark.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Love
doing
Valentina
things
and
with
Mark.
them with
Yep.
their sound alchemy. That's very
I've been
powerful.
seeing it. Yeah,
We had a great turnout for that last
I
time.
heard. Yeah, I had to go to another event, so I couldn't make that one. But I heard you
Have
got
you
a
done one with Mark too?
Mhm. Absolutely, a couple.
Aren't they
Amazing.
amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, people loved it. They
Mhm.
woke up from it. It was a 2-hour event. Some were in tears, like they saw things. It was just very powerful. So I'm trying to bring in different people with
Just trying to-
different strengths and different classes, and charity events, and it's going well.
No, it's funny you say that because there's a couple people when I went to one where they woke up and one was crying, the other
Yes.
was experiencing emotion that they had not experienced, or something from their past. So it's definitely powerful stuff.
They see like deceased loved ones.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
have visits from.
Do you believe that, Tony?
You know what?
You be honest with
You're,
me.
you're such.
I
I mean, I'm not saying I don't, but but if somebody
well,
feels
if
that they
they
do,
said it and they did it,
Yeah,
I
that's-
didn't. I did see my third eye. I did see my eye. It was really weird looking back at me.
oh really?
Yeah, I didn't see.
Was
any
that because
people.
you were like?
That's because Tim
Because
had
you were so
surveillance
hot,
on the
Too
play.
much heat hot
I
in your
mean,
eye.
I really, really want to, but I'm like a type of person that I think it's me because I don't want to let myself.
You don't open your mind.
I don't.
Like,
I
you
don't.
think
And I'm
it's possible.
terrible like that. I need to be better at it.
But if you really get there, I think you can. I mean, I saw.
Because I'd love to have the opportunity to talk to my dad.
Yeah.
My grandfather, I'd never met him before because he died when he was 50. When he was 50, so I wasn't even born. But just little things like that would be kind of really cool.
I think you have to do it, and little by little, your mind opens.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys out there in the comments, please. Do you guys believe in this stuff? And then when you have these sessions, how many people usually are there?
Well, we did it at my studio, and there were no room for anyone else. I had about. She takes up a lot of room.
You don't put the
with
heat
hers.
on, do you?
No heat. No, no,
Okay.
no.
Can you
don't
put
have-
air on if you want?
Yeah, I had AC.
Okay, good.
But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had about 16 people for that event, and
That's cool.
yeah, men, women.
And just so you know, I want to be very clear. Like, I'm not saying I don't believe it, but like you said, somebody's saying that. But I kind of would like to try to maybe get to that point, but I can't. For some reason, I can't let myself go there.
I want to get to that point. I want to
Yeah.
see someone. I think it's a practice, just like anything else. Practicing, opening your mind, hearing their cues. And yoga, same way. Like your body opens, your muscles, your
Sure.
it's all repetition and just getting used to it. Allowing yourself.
Do you have more stuff coming up with Valentina and Mark? Or you
When
guys?
she's in Italy.
Yeah, she is in
comes
Italy.
back. We're doing one August 1st.
Okay. All right. I'll make sure at
August
the next
2nd
one.
is Wags to Wishes.
Okay.
They're bringing dogs for adoption.
Okay.
And we're having vendors, chiropractic, cold plunge that day. So, yeah, it's going to be an event on August 2nd.
Okay.
And July 19th is United Way. We're going to do something for them to.
Please give us heads up too.
Yeah, so we can post the
I know
flyer.
we want to put, because you are a sponsor of our show. We want to put everything up there, and
one of my teachers is trying to work with Lois to get veterans.
Okay,
excellent.
It's just a matter of which ones and who can do it. I think they're working together, so I'm happy about that.
Love it. Love what you do in the community, and I know you do.
I really do. It's if you can, why wouldn't you? You know, I have the space, and it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, and you want to bring people there so they see
I want to bring
it.
people and help people at the same time.
We're the same
You
way.
do, and you're very genuine. I'll share this. I don't know if you want me to necessarily, but what really stood out to me about you and saw what kind of person you are, there's a facility close to, I won't say what facility is next door, and you said those people, when they're waiting for their Ubers, rides, whatever, are welcome to come in so they're not hot outside, offer them water, as some people would maybe look down upon those people.
Never.
So when you said that, and you probably didn't even know I was in recovery, but that really showed what kind of person you are and what kind of heart you have.
Well, thank you. And I mean that. I
Yeah.
mean, they're my neighbors, and if I can do anything to help any of them, they,
Mhm.
you know, we're all in this together.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's great. We all come together as a community. That's one thing about Naples is why it's so
Special.
because, and I believe other communities are similar, but I just think we take it over the top. And one person goes in, and the next person goes and goes and goes, and just I just feel that's why our community is so great.
Well, I've never lived anywhere like that where everybody is so eager and wanting to help
And network and uplift each other.
Yeah. Is it the sunshine? What is it? I mean, people are.
It's true though.
It is true. Have you lived in other places that acted like this?
Well, I've been here for a long time,
Yeah,
like
I've been for a long
35
time,
years.
too.
So I really haven't had the opportunity to live anywhere else except for when I was in the military and things like that. So I was kind of restricted. But yeah, I mean, Naples is just like we pulled together. I mean, we have our little. I can't say we're not a little bit semi-cliquish, but I think we let everybody into the clique if they want to come in.
They're genuine.
The cliques all want to help.
That's what I'm
other
saying.
people
That's
too,
what I'm saying.
you know?
Yeah.
It's
So
like everybody's.
yeah, it's
doing
not a
something.
bad clique. It's just
No.
you can jump in the clique.
Yeah.
It's just like I think the clique is more of like let's all go in the right direction. And if you want to be a negative in the clique, then we probably don't want you in the clique.
It's all about the click.
But that's usually it's all about
But
the
the
clique.
clique.
Click.
a good clique.
Click.
Morning, Kev.
Kev on.
Kev's on.
Good. I'm trying to keep up with this.
Yeah, we're rolling in.
We love Tony. Good morning.
Yes,
Good
we
morning,
do.
239.
And I see
Patricia's
Tony
on.
everywhere.
Good morning, Patricia.
Morning, Patricia.
It's always good to see you on.
Joe Pavich is on.
My phone is ringing.
My mom. It's probably Pat Dearborn. messing around.
Yeah, if you do, it's just a text. But if you do
but-
want to call in, go
what's
ahead.
the
I'm going to
number?
put the number up real quick in the comments.
What's the phone number,
Give us a
Tim?
call in. Just a second, Pat. I'll get it, buddy.
239.
Now you got me thinking. What do you want to do?
Putting you on the spot.
I think that's
Any
it.
questions for Tony? Any comments? Good morning, Michelle. Click here to enter.
Word
the,
up.
click
Word
here-
up.
Kevin says, click here to enter the click.
Click here to enter
It's
the
all about
click.
word of the day, click.
Click.
Do you want to real quick, and we'll talk some more yoga with Tony. I know you got your hands full, but Tim, do you want to put up the national days today so we can have people
Yeah,
comment?
absolutely. We want Tony to help us through some of these anyways.
We got a
because-
couple significant days. We always mention what national day it is.
Oh,
Well, and we also want to put this up too. I really think this is very important.
That is very important.
Yes, we got to put our fave up here.
Whoa.
Tony Johns.
Too much fire.
Yeah, lots of fire.
that's a better picture.
I love that
I
picture.
know.
It's great.
I asked Tony
You
to
look
send me a
great.
picture. Well, no. I had to go find
Oh.
that picture. I asked Tony for a picture, and
I had a picture of me at 4th of July, like
Hold
with
on.
a drink in my hand. Wait
it's
a
like, I
minute,
don't know if we
Serena.
want to
That's the-
drink.
that's
not
I
very
know,
yoga.
but
It's
it's
Tony.
not very yoga.
Yeah, no.
Yoga.
Hey, group in the story here. Let's do group in the story. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about. Let's go back to the day. It's International Day.
We got two
what-
significant days. There should be in the beginning.
Yeah, here we
All right,
go.
So it's National Dimple Day.
Ah, I have one. Do you have one? I have one.
I don't.
I don't think so.
Who's
But-
got the
but
best?
That's
I
what
have
I'm
one.
curious.
I see one.
Who's got the best when you think of
Do I have
dimples?
one?
No?
I don't have one. Do I?
You do a little bit,
you
yeah.
do.
Hold
Kinda.
it. Zoom in on me.
Zoom in on you. Who's got the best dimples?
Oh yeah, I guess I got
A little bit.
kind of a dimple.
They say that's where an angel kissed you.
I think so.
So Pat Dearborn did his Mount Rushmore for men, and we all did, not to single Pat out.
He loves Pat
What, a
Dearborn.
carving? Like,
Well, that's what, we had. Who's on your Mount Rushmore? I had my Mount Rushmore. And Pat did his Mount Rushmore, and he put Tim on his Mount Rushmore because he's got the perfect head to chisel.
Big.
on
My
Mount
big,
Rushmore.
big head.
That's flattering, Pat Dearborn. Putting you on his,
Hey, Pat
I mean, he put
Dearborn-
you on there with Donald Trump,
wow.
Byron Donalds, and I don't know who the other person was, but it's a heck of a list.
I think it was conservative because conservative.
I think it was
'cause we happened to be
conservative
there
answer.
at the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
so that's how that
that
works.
list is changing.
Real quick, Frank, can you
What's up, Frank?
Can you actually get dimples put
Yeah,
on?
I think you get anything put
Probably.
on nowadays.
Cosmetic
Can you
surgery,
do a dimple nowadays?
A dimple implant.
Frank, answer.
Who's
that
got the
question
best
for me.
dimples? When you think of dimples, like who?
Michelle does have good dimples. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her face is smooth every time I see her.
It's a
Michelle, your
self-fit.
face is so smooth. It's a self-fit.
Yeah.
I did take my self-fit this
You
morning,
took your
by the way.
selfie? Good.
I've been taking the morning Michelle. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyone come to mind for best dimples when you think of like a celebrity?
Celebrity. Let me think. Well, who's the guys with the ones in their chin?
Oh, well,
You know
doesn't
who I
Brad
mean.
Pitt have
That's called a butt chin.
Yeah, no, with the dimple in their thing.
I know there's a celebrity with a good-looking guy with a dimple.
What about is
Yeah,
it
I'm
not
gonna- I'm gonna-
Tony Danza? What's
Tony Danza.
who's got the? Probably do a search. Go. Who's got the best
Best dimples.
dimples? Who's got the best dimples? Please put that out there because this is probably the most important thing.
It's a hot topic. We're not going to talk. We will talk Epstein.
This is a huge hot topic.
We will talk Epstein list.
We will talk Diddy.
We will talk Diddy
We do have
today.
a little video for a Diddy video.
We do have a Diddy video.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
Do we have celebrities with dimples?
I'm looking at it right now. Miranda Kerr comes. I don't know who. Of course, Cheryl Cole, Jennifer Gardner. Yeah.
Jennifer Garner. She's
Jennifer Garner,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it all girls? Where's the guys? Ariana Grande.
Did she get dimples?
Yeah. Cameron Diaz. Cameron
Yeah.
Diaz
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
comes
yeah,
to
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I guess this must be a girl. Hillary Duff. Solid.
Don't guys have dimples?
Well,
They do?
maybe this is some kind of girls list. This is adorable.
I don't.
And of course, I get a pop-up ad for dimple surgery. So I guess they're
So
definitely.
Frank has got. Let's see here.
Saw Frank Friday night where you were as well, Tony, down on
Yes.
Fifth.
That was
Great
a
run
nice
into Frank.
party.
So very nice party. Yeah, Norman loves
Michelle
chocolates.
says Antonio
Really nice.
Sabato
She did it
Jr.
right,
is
right.
beautiful.
Yeah,
John
yeah,
John
very.
Travolta.
John Travolta.
Oh yeah, he's 71. He looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, he's still ticking. John Travolta.
Dancing.
Mick Jagger. Does Mick Jagger have dimples?
Mick Jagger does.
Oh, yeah, Mick
Really?
Jagger. It's
No,
Mick.
Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger, I think, does too, though.
I think so.
Yeah,
His
I think he
dimples?
does. Thank you, Tika.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Is that
John
your
Best
mom?
dimple.
Is that your mom?
that is my mom. Yeah,
She
So pretty.
she is like
I don't know what happened
stunning.
to me.
She's
Look-
like
look
stunning.
How pretty
Yeah.
she is.
She is
Patrick's
pretty.
mom is and
Great
she
mom, too.
dresses so good. And
She's
it's one of those
beautiful.
people when
Thank
you're
you.
around her, you just want to square yourself away because she's like, "What happened to you, Patrick?"
So it's funny because Julia said that your mom's got so much fashion style. What happened to you?
Well, you do wear Elevate. Shirts.
Elevate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get
Sponsor
your
of
color.
239 Live and Politic and Gyro Larry. I got to, sponsor. I'll wear the shirt. But Elevate's got great shirts and they're very comfortable.
Another
Love Jeremy Mitchell.
one of these great
National Sugar Cookie Day.
sugar cookie.
Where's the
Day.
best place in Naples to get a cookie?
I don't.
There's a
know.
bunch of them now, cookie places.
Just cookies.
Freaking
Isn't there one Insomnia? Is there something?
I think
I don't
so.
know,
I
but
think so. That Naples.
half my paycheck goes to Crumble Cookie. My
Oh,
daughter
yeah.
loves that place. 4 cookies,
Yes.
like $28.
Yes,
It's
I
insane.
heard about.
They are good, but
But they're
How
like too
good?
sweet. for
sweet.
me,
Yeah,
though.
you
Like,
eat half a
it's
cookie
like
and you're
half
going to a
cookie.
sugar coma.
Heck
Yeah.
it. And I've seen Tony do her when she was doing her yoga. Man, she did not. She was amazing.
I
She was like in
tried.
front of me, like
Sweating.
Sweat.
drenched after, but she didn't cheat. Like I will be honest with you, I used to do the spin classes with my wife,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "All right, turn it up, more pressure." And I just like
Yeah,
half
you
a
could
twist,
cheat.
half
Yeah.
a twist. You'd be like, ah. But I like that too. That's fun. Yeah. I got to get back in the gym. I was at
think
the
we-
doctor the other day, and they're like, "Hey,
You got 2 months to
If you're
live,
gonna eat
apparently.
I got
cookies,
2 months
you
to
gotta
live.
go
Yeah,
to
they
the
told
gym.
Tim he's about 2 months away from dying. if he
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
change
I
his
gotta go.
diet.
I gotta go back.
No sugar
I
cookies
gotta go
for
to
you.
the cardiologist. I guess when you do like I had a calcium scan. If anybody
Yeah.
knows anything about it,
Yes.
I did the calcium scan, and they said that
What was your
I show
number?
some. It was up there.
1,000.
It was like 300.
That's high,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Well, it's high. Well, it's up. Yeah, but the thing is, one thing what they said is they don't know where the calcium is. If it's obviously in one place and it's blocking something, then that's a problem. So they got to go in and. But hereditary, she said, probably, and then obviously the way you eat makes a big difference.
Could be all the crumble cookie you're eating.
Crumble cookies, yeah, crumble cookies. I get crumble cookies.
But those calcium scores, you have to elect to have those.
Right. It's a preventative thing. Yeah. I always think of it as kind of like a hose that has water, right? Yeah. And eventually, over time, there's calcium can build up or mold or whatever, exactly. And then at some point there becomes a point where nothing flows through there, or it could, and that calcium score basically scans it to find out how much of that calcium is in your system. They don't know where it is. Yeah, they said it gives you a number, and it gives you the arteries that it could be in.
But unless you go with a catheterization,
right? And then what they do is if it's not too bad, they go in and they put stents in and things like that. Not that you want that stuff.
No, but. It's all preventive.
Yeah, I know my buddy used to eat a bunch of chicken wings before he'd go get his stents put in.
You're getting a colonoscopy too, aren't you?
But I was supposed to. I thought it was tomorrow, but tomorrow is just a Friday. But this is just a pre.
Oh, the prep is worse than the thing.
That's what I hear. Thankfully. Morning.
Come on in, Brittany. Just have a seat.
Brittany wants to connect with you, Tony, too. From Forever
Young. I met Gary.
Yeah. That's who. Gary couldn't make it today because he's traveling, but. Send them.
So favorite cookie place?
Publix, someone said. I like Publix because they always give a free cookie to my daughter, so it saves me about $2.99. But crumble cookie is good.
Yeah, Frank says calcium score test is imperative. I think it's definitely a good.
Frank looks good for his age too.
Yeah, Frank's good. Frank's in good shape.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Talk to us about the Torch Hot Yoga. What's the package look like? Do people just go in from one session, or do they do like a monthly package, weekly?
Right now, I'm doing 2 weeks for $55.55.
Wow,
for people.
That's a great
new
deal.
To yoga. 5 is an angel number, so we came up with that. So $55.55, 2 weeks unlimited for new people.
Unlimited.
2 weeks, come all you want. And that'll introduce you to it if you're new.
Okay.
Get used to the heat, see if you like it. And then the goal is to sell you a bigger package.
Sure.
So like monthly membership for summer is $139. But the $55.55 is a really good deal.
That is a great deal.
For 2 weeks,
I can't even get out of
curious.
Grocery store under 50. What can you get for 50?
To the cookie store.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
2 trips to Crumble Cookie, and it's a healthier option.
Yeah.
It's fun. And healthy.
It is a good time. I know that Larry, God bless
Larry's
him, man,
a big fan. He's been
going there. He was outside laying on your sidewalk up front.
Yeah, Carl found him walking in. Just looked like a.
And he makes videos. He's like, I did it.
Oh yeah, because he wants to make sure people know he's out doing it.
Saturday, I'm having a pop up, just a special pop up for Pilates at noon.
Okay.
For my first infrared Pilates. So if anyone wants to stop by, Saturday at noon, infrared Pilates, first time, taught by Michelle Price.
Okay. And where are you located, Tony?
I am at 2740 Bayshore Drive, Unit 14.
It's what's in that plaza? Is it I Love Curry?
I Love Curry and Bocce Pizza.
Yeah,
the main stores.
Awesome.
What makes your studio, and I know personally because I've been there, it's like super. You did a very good job putting it together. What makes your studio different and against your competitors? I guess
I think
Larry Love.
Well, it's a given, and then when you guys come back with Pat Dearborn, that'll elevate it even more.
Yeah, right.
I'll do one or two things. Yeah, I'll elevate you or put you out of business.
My teachers, I think I have the best teachers in town. They're very seasoned. They've been doing this a long time. Each one offers something unique. Kim Shand offers philosophy, yoga philosophy. She tells a story every time.
I love that.
Kristen DiMatteo, she offers just a really strong, I want to say, not strict, but a very, her practice is serious practice, like get it done.
Right.
Maggie Jetta, she offers the 60-minute Bikram yoga. She rolls off her tongue. Just everybody has a gift, and I'm just so blessed to have these teachers. Really, I have the best of the best.
Who was the instructor that was there when we were there?
Kim Shan.
Yeah,
she wasn't telling stories that day.
She doesn't mess
kicking her
around.
butt.
No, she doesn't.
I mean, I was videotaping and I was like dying. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it out of here.
But she was very uplifting. She
was great.
Very hardcore, but very motivational. Almost
Yes.
remind me like a football coach as you're going through a 2-a-day or something.
Yes, or
And
a Marine.
yeah. And,
but in a kind way.
Of course.
In an encouraging way.
Yeah.
Like, you can do this.
not a demeaning.
Come
or
on,
like, yeah,
sissies.
Get
You gotta toughen up.
Come on.
You gotta sweat more.
do better.
Do
I
better.
remember my mom coming down to do better, Patrick.
Do better.
How'd you get involved in the yoga?
I just
world?
have been practicing
Mhm.
and
Said you want to open up a yoga
yeah,
studio.
I just love it. I love the people. I love the community.
You do.
I love what it's all about. I love, it's my happy place.
That's awesome.
And I wanted to bring it the best way I could to everyone else.
What's been the most challenging aspect of being a business owner
Oh,
in Naples?
scheduling,
Mhm.
just making everything work,
Mhm.
getting up and running with permits and
Permits can be tough in
they're
Collier
tough.
County.
Yeah, things like that. And now just navigating my way to season because
Mhm.
it's a little slow. So I'm trying to, think of different ways to
A
bring
little outside
people.
the box, different, creative
But
events and
I'm
ideas.
proud of the fact it's hot outside and I'm still bringing people
People
on my
to come in.
studio
Yeah.
for hot. I mean, I'm excited.
It's a
I'm very
different,
encouraged.
it's a different experience coming inside the studio and just doing yoga in the hot sun. I mean, it
Yeah.
freaking
But
literally.
the fact that it's summer and people still want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
No, that's
No,
that's
that's great.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
we
coming
appreciate
on.
you.
Anytime you got just anytime you want to come by, we always love having you.
I know.
Oh,
I
jump
wanna
in.
come and
Sorry.
just hang out. Like it's.
Well, hang out if you can, because I know that Gary wanted you guys to connect with Forever Young. So maybe we'll run some commercials real quick so they can.
definitely do
and
that.
you're more
And
than welcome to
We've
hang
got
out.
a few
And-
things going,
And
then,
we're
yeah.
going to come out next month.
Okay,
do
we'll
the-
set that up.
Yeah, we'll set that up. We'll
Yeah.
lock down
And
a
I'll
date
hang
before you
out
go.
and,
Yeah.
After she's done, and
Yeah, we'll run some commercials real quick. So if you want, but hang out as long as you
I
want.
don't even
What
have
better
a
com-
car. I have to.
That's
hang out.
true.
Right.
You don't have a
Yeah,
car.
hang out as long as you want.
Yeah.
And what better commercial than start out with this one?
Fueled by sweat,
Love this place.
smiles,
I love
and
that
Torch Hot
commercial. You
Yoga,
did a great
Naples
job.
infrared heated yoga studio located on Bayshore, just off 41. Whether you're seasoned at yoga or can't touch your toes yet, Torch has a spot for you. With 5 classes a day during the week and 2 on weekends, there's always time to get hot, stretchy, and maybe a little sweaty. But it's not just about the workout. Torch is all about community, connection, and that feel-good glow that sticks with you long after you roll up your mat. Plus, we've got awesome workshops coming up, so keep your eyes and chakras open. Come for the heat, stay for the vibe. Try Torch Hot Yoga today.
Folks, let's talk about Acres Plumbing. Acres Plumbing started in 1974 and is one of Naples' original local plumbing companies. They take great pride in being part of the town's growth through many plumbing projects completed. Acres Plumbing is family owned and operated, licensed and insured. They offer new construction, remodel, and traditional service plumbing. Their plumbing services cover everything from installation and repairs to maintenance, ensuring your plumbing runs smoothly. Where quality doesn't cost, it pays. Remember, Acres Plumbing.
Elevate the elegance of your home with Clean and Seal Curb Appeal. Our premium brick paver sealing enhances color, adds lasting protection, and delivers a polished, upscale finish. Clean and Seal, bringing timeless curb appeal to your home.
Guys, let's give a big shout out to our show sponsors, Becker Custom Builders. Blake Becker and his team are always about luxury design, top-notch quality, and giving you the best experience imaginable. Becker Custom Builders are experts in building your dream kitchen, bathroom, or even making your outdoor kitchen area a reality. They will take your plain house and make it into a cozy, welcoming home. So if you're looking to upgrade your space, Becker Custom Builders is the only place to look. They've got you covered. Blake and his team have whipped up the studio in no time, and it's looking great. Remember, contact Becker Custom Builders.
Brought to you by Vanguard Partners, a consulting agency built for service-based business owners. If you've been giving away control of your success to marketing agencies, coaches, or even your accountant, it's time to take it back. Vanguard Partners was founded by Bryce, a business owner who owns 3 service-based companies himself. He'll teach you how to generate your own leads, create offers customers actually want, and manage your cash, percentages, and key performance indicators so you're not stuck guessing what's next. Visit Now Trade Money Biz Profit to book a free call and get your business back on track.
My Self Wellness, a multi-award-winning clinic dedicated to helping people heal and thrive. My Self Wellness offers a wide range of innovative services, including ketamine therapy, IV nutritional therapy, NAD, psychiatry, and a wide array of additional services. If you or someone you love is struggling with depression, anxiety, PTSD, addiction, or chronic pain, ketamine therapy at My Self Wellness can offer new hope, often providing relief when other treatments haven't worked. Their caring team is passionate about guiding clients towards lasting wellness and a brighter future. To learn more or start your journey, visit myselfwellness.com and discover how My Self Wellness is changing lives every day. Hey, we're back. These guys are over here messing around with the phones. We got a real quick show up from Blake Becker from Becker Custom Homes and
Custom builders.
Custom builders.
No one ever gets it right.
Becker Custom does what he wants.
Blake the builder.
Blake the builder.
Built to
Blake, the
eat,
food
built to
review
eat.
guy.
He's got a little bit of, he's Mr.
Built
YouTube
by
right now.
Becker.
Okay, congratulations with all that. Real quick, Blake, we got a studio audience here today getting ready to come on. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on tonight.
Oh, man, we've got a huge, fun food review tonight at Tito's Cantina in Cape Coral. Myself, Tito Ortiz, and
What?
Ant, conservative Ant.
Tito and Ant?
And
In a
Ant, bro.
one
This
food
one's going to
review?
be crazy.
You got Tito and Ant.
Yes, we're going to sit down and we're going to see what his food and drinks are all about. We're going to have a little bit of an audience, I heard, and it's going to be a star-studded event. So
I heard Patrick Dearborn's going to be
he might make
in
an
the
appearance.
audience. I heard
He
Timmy
might.
G's going to be in the audience.
I'm going to make my way up to him
Yeah, so
because
we're gonna
he's
have-
been so
we're gonna have-
supportive.
we're gonna
and
have
I
some
wanna
There's
support
Larry Love is going to be in
Mr.
there.
Love.
Eric Green's going to be in the audience.
Green, NFL.
Johnny Frado.
Johnny Frado. Wow.
We got some big names.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big, guys. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge.
It's gonna be
Southwest
beautiful.
Florida. It's going to be
Huge.
big. It's going to be beautiful.
big league.
And Mexico's going to pay for it.
There you go. You
Or
got it.
we're eating
Or-
Mexican food tonight.
Why is this every
Right.
time I come here, the
You're
seat
cheering.
sinks, bro?
You're like,
'Cause you keep messing with it.
Yeah.
I didn't touch it. man.
Yeah.
That's what she
And-
said.
well, you need to maybe get in that yoga studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to stop doing food reviews,
You're putting
man.
that. You're putting that. You're putting that cylinder to the test, brother.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Now,
TV
it's gonna
makes
be
you at
super
about 30 pounds.
fun. Well, yeah. So I'm about 900.
Got to get back in. We're going to go back to Torch Hot Yoga next month. You in?
I'm ready. I'm ready to sweat it out.
I want to
I'm
go one time
sweating
when I
through
can
the
do
80s.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
definitely.
easy. But thank you so much.
But yeah, no, I just
that
happened
was
to be
real
driving. I was driving Home Depot to grab some stuff for my guys, and I was like, you know what, let me just pop in, check on these guys, make sure they're ready for tonight.
We had a little hiccup at the beginning. We were off YouTube.
Do you hold your
we were on
breath when you
Facebook.
hiccup, or
We
do
were
you
on Facebook.
let
Well,
someone
I
scare
do.
you?
I do drink water upside down.
Oh,
Upside
really?
down.
Yeah, to get rid of
That I
gotta
would
get
like to
upside-
see.
to get rid of it.
That would I like to see.
I've never.
I
done
hold
it,
my
but
breath.
But Alex does. Yeah.
Don't hold your
Got
breath.
it. Yeah. So
No more hiccups. See,
We'll-
I fixed it.
got it.
All right.
We got
She
good-
gone.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm getting out of
I
here.
appreciate
Busy
you,
day.
brother.
Might have to go to Home Depot.
I got hands and shaking
Get your
babies
stuff
a kiss.
to go, and
Okay.
we got Brittany coming up.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
For
All
every
right.
young.
So that's good. Forever Young, and then we got. You can hang out for just. You're good, right? You're good. Okay. Yeah. So I appreciate you, and then we'll get. Yeah, come on up, Brittany. We're so
Forever
excited.
Young.
And you're in front of millions of people right now. It's just amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous. And look how quickly we can make
The transformation.
we
I
can
know.
make our
A
screen
little bit
beautiful.
Prettier, yeah. Forever Young. Working miracles.
You would never think I'm 60
No.
years old.
Yeah.
Voila.
We go from Blake Becker to Brittany. I mean,
That's-
what do you think? And then she's 70, 72? this
72.
month?
Yep.
Man, what are you guys doing at Forever Young?
I wanna go
Making
to that
72 look great again.
place. Yeah.
It's
that's
amazing.
awesome. Thank you for
Welcome
your
to the
patience.
show.
Thank
We
you for
appreciate
having
you.
me. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Tell
Thanks,
us-
Blake. We appreciate it, brother.
See you, Blake. Tell us a little bit about Forever Young and your role at Forever
Yeah,
Young.
of course. So I am the general manager at Forever Young.
Okay.
We are a med and wellness spa. So we do both aesthetics, which is like Botox, filler, facials, stuff, all that fun stuff. And then we do wellness, so hormone replacement, IVs, vitamin shots, HRT, weight loss.
Yeah,
So,
the whole wellness scam.
Everything. Yep.
Yeah. A beautiful facility too.
Yes, it is.
And
really,
at Mercado
really
on
yes,
top of
the
it.
location is
Location,
awesome.
location.
Yep. So it's the best place to work.
What is the most popular procedure that you guys do at Forever Young, would you say?
I would say I'll pick one from each side.
Okay.
So our aesthetic procedure, we do a lot of Botox. So a lot of Botox and Dysport, which is the 2 neurotoxins we carry. And then in our wellness side, we do a lot of hormone replacement. It's a really big thing in Naples.
Talk about that hormone replacement.
So usually men.
Because Tim's
or women-
hormones are out of whack.
Out of whack.
How can we
Way
get
out
his
of whack.
hormones squared
Yeah.
away?
Yeah. So usually men or women, when they start getting to older age, usually women, and it's premenopausal, menopausal age, they start feeling these symptoms. You know, they start slowing down, they start having hot sweats, all the stuff you don't want to deal with. So we
Are you
do.
experiencing that yet, Tim?
I am actually. I am. Yeah.
So that means your hormones are typically not right, out of whack. So you'll come in for a free consult and talk with our wonderful wellness specialist, Sydney. She's amazing. And see if your symptoms really the same symptoms of someone who needs hormone replacement. Then you'll do your blood work, and the blood work typically takes about 2 weeks to come back. The doctor reviews it and comes up with a treatment plan for you.
Awesome. So silly question, forgive my ignorance, but basically you can kind of eliminate a woman going through the menopause symptoms. You can kind of.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Wow,
it takes away
that's a
all the
game
symptoms.
changer, huh?
For sure. And I think that's why it's the most popular treatment. It's definitely the treatment that when I started working in wellness, I was the most surprised about how popular it was.
I bet. I mean, that's like a miracle drug, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean, you need to get that squared away.
The menopause.
Yeah. There you
'Cause
go.
I've
You're going
seen
through it.
Men do it too. Men do it too.
Menopause. Yeah, no. It's get it done. Real quick, I want to know, how long do you want to live? We had that question before.
Do you want to be forever young?
As long as I don't wear a diaper.
That's exactly.
That's
what I
actually a good answer.
That's exactly what I said.
That's actually a very
Is
good
that what I
answer.
said?
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
Well, you want to be. I think I like to live as long as I can still do things. Right, get up, and wear diapers a good one.
And I will say, the role hormone replacement plays in that is huge. Patients have seen insane results regarding like just bending over, healing when working out. It's really, really crazy.
How long does that typically last if you're going through the hormonal replacement? Is it a couple sessions over a period of time?
So you typically have to stay on it once you be on it.
Okay. Forever or through the menopause kind of stage?
Yeah. Because you're replacing what's not occurring in your body anymore.
Okay.
It's not going to help it.
So it's like we always have to drink water.
Yeah, you just
so you have
take
to keep,
your
just keep drinking it.
Exactly.
Well, if it could help with
yeah, and you guys got a beautiful
amazing
store. It's right across from Blue Martini in that area.
Yep. So right
in
behind
Mercado.
Nordstrom in front of 239.
Yeah.
We always say.
Yeah, that's I guess.
What's your favorite restaurant, Mercado?
Ooh, I really like Hampton Social.
Hampton Social's good.
And I really like the 239.
239's not bad. Yeah, we did actually.
They have really good lunch deals.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Like,
really
tell me, like, what's a good lunch deal?
They you can get like an appetizer, a meal, and a dessert for
less than $20.
Yeah,
it's good for
like
Mercado.
That's good. Yeah.
You got Shake Shack coming into town
I know. I'm
too.
excited.
That's
for that.
exciting,
yeah,
right?
Really. There's a new Greek restaurant I'm really excited for that's coming in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that location is prime, and that facility is prime, and you got a big event. I put up a slide for it, Tim, in the big Friday night. This Friday, right?
Yes, I'm so excited. Yeah. It's our Red, White, and Renewed event.
Yes, let's do that.
And that's from is that from 5 to 8?
5 to 8. Yes.
Okay.
It starts at 5. The first 50 people coming are gonna get a goodie bag. So arrive. Doors open at 5. I'm so excited. There's going to be demos, DJ, open bar, all the good stuff. We're going to have a bunch of reps from all of our companies we work with there as well. And two vendors from Mercado, new stores, are going to be there too.
Okay.
Very good. I'd like to get there. I'm going to be flying out, so I probably won't make it, but we'll have some reps there.
Yeah,
so,
I'll be there.
And we love working with you guys, and such a good.
Yeah, love Gary.
Good combination.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. Like if somebody walks in, like myself, obviously people get a little bit apprehensive about going in, right?
Yes.
So you talked about it a little bit, but what really do you do when you first, what's kind of the procedure 1 through 5 of what happens?
Okay, so typically you would come in for a consult, there's always something that drives people in, whether it is our hormone replacement or if it was our aesthetic options or whatever it is. So we offer free consults for anything, whether it's like a laser treatment, hormone replacement, weight loss, IVs, anything. And I think our staff that we have is really good and welcoming. I think that's what sets us apart a little bit. So I would say come in for a free consult, and we just educate you on everything.
So you would look at this mess
What
right
would you
here. You
suggest,
look
Tim?
at this mess. Now you look at this mess, and I know you run the place. You probably so you basically look at this and say, "Hey, Tim, did you think of this? You think of that? You can go into all the different things.
Yeah, so
everything.
we really figure out what worries you the most, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
we're not here to sell you something. We're here to
Right,
make you feel
right.
better, look better, if that's what you want to do.
Right.
Make you look forever young.
Yes, exactly. And then we kind of carry off of that. So,
Right.
whether it's
Do
you're
you ever
feeling
say no to
tired-
people?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
If it's because what we do is medically based, right? So we can't do that out of good faith if they're not right. if they're not a good candidate.
Right. Because I was wondering, I always wonder, like, especially in Naples, like, there's some people that I personally, and it's personal preference, I guess, but I looked at them like, you probably should have stopped, like, doing some of these facelifts, and I know you get on that, like, probably like 3 or 4 of them ago, and you know, so I'm just, I look at them, I'm like, oh my god.
I think it becomes like an addiction to people at that point, just doing too much Botox or facelift or whatever.
Yeah, it
You
does.
just go overboard, you know?
I will say Ashley, our nurse practitioner who does the injectables, she is very good at setting realistic expectations, which I think is really important.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when someone new comes in and they had never done it before, it can be addicting to people.
Yeah. Well,
because they see an instant,
they see result, and then
exactly.
they want to keep.
Exactly.
Well, especially when you get like if you get these lips blown up, and then someone says, "Oh, your lips look great."
Yeah.
So people are like, "Well, maybe a little more will look greater."
Yes.
And then just like I'm sure breast augmentation and the male anatomy, if that was possible, I don't know, but people obviously, when people comment about how somebody looks,
Makes them feel good.
Makes them feel good.
Exactly.
But I really honestly think that, I mean, you'd get smacked for it, but you go up to somebody and say, "Hey, you need to chill out on that." But
yeah, there's good ways to say it.
How do you do it? How would you do it? Say,
I don't know.
Come on, Brittany. That's what we. Did you think about this?
I would offer them something else.
Different person. An IV.
Yeah. IVs are very good.
Vitamin
and they're
C
one of
IV.
our people don't really do them. I mean, I get people do them. We do have people that come in weekly.
Yeah.
Especially NAD is really popular. But I think it's one of our underutilized services at Forever Young.
Julie asked if it's okay to bring kids to the event at
Yes,
Forever
of
Young.
course. It
Kids
is.
welcome?
Yes.
Kid friendly?
It is.
Who's the DJ? Do you know the DJ?
Aaron?
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
I think is his name. Aaron.
No, it's gonna be.
Just so you know, Patrick's got some favorite DJs in town. You get favorite DJs.
I do.
Favorite realtors.
Everyone has favorites.
She doesn't know like our history like too much.
Yeah.
Like, so Patrick.
Do you know Patrick Dearborn? No.
Oh,
Whoa.
There's one person.
Wow. How do you not know Patrick Dearborn? I have to maybe bring him to the event on Friday.
Brittany's like,
My
Brittany's like, I
plus
didn't
one.
sign up for this. These guys are a bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Talk about your
No, like
everyday role at Forever Young, being
Yeah, of
the
course.
general manager.
So I am the general manager, so I oversee everything. I am also one of the estheticians, so I do see patients twice a week.
Okay.
So Mondays and Wednesdays, I'll see patients. But yeah, it's fun. I love the job. We do a bunch of events in the community.
Yeah.
2 to
Gary's
3
great
a week,
about that.
I think.
Yeah.
So people are like, I've seen you somewhere. I'm like, you've probably seen us everywhere. Because we do everything.
We got to get you when we do the Torch Hot Yoga next month at Tony's.
I know. I was talking to her about it. I might do the Hot Pilates pop-up this weekend.
Okay. But we're going to do a live from there next month.
Oh,
if you
nice.
and Gary want to come.
Yeah, that would be great.
involved in
That's
that.
awesome. Yeah.
Were you always involved in the wellness field, or is this
So
kind
not
of
wellness. My background comes from aesthetics.
Okay.
So before working at Forever Young, I worked at plastic surgeon. So it's a lot different A lot different. I like wellness a lot better.
In Naples, did you work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So I managed over there a clinic in Naples, and then I came over to Forever Young.
And where are you from originally?
Here.
Naples, born and raised?
Estero.
Okay.
Yes.
Estero High School?
Yep.
Okay.
So went to Estero High School.
What is that, Wildcats, Estero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Wildcats.
Yes. Wildcats. Go Wildcats. Shout out to the Wildcats.
Shout out to Jeremy Mitchell on this morning. Got the Elevate Jeremy.
Jeremy Mitchell on.
Shout out to Elevate.
Jeremy Mitchell on. Good morning.
By the way,
Fam.
Jeremy, we need you tonight too at Tito's place. I'll text you for details. We want you involved with that as well, buddy. Even
My kids know who Patrick
it's true.
Dearborn is.
That's actually true.
Cheers.
I am a little out of touch, I will say.
Yeah.
No, but
I keep to myself.
but
He's
for
the
most
mayor
part.
of Naples,
Oh.
mayor of Freedomtown, USA.
Freedomtown.
Is he
Unofficial
actually the mayor?
No, like
Self-proclaimed,
unofficial,
self-proclaimed, but he is.
He's the mayor of my.
And it's a long thing because Patrick's he's in his late 70s, but he's a really good
Pat
looking guy.
Dearborn.
he's a really good looking guy, right? And Pat
Is he?
kind of has a man crush.
Is he a
on him.
good-looking
I
guy?
think he's a good looking guy. Pat Dearborn is. Yeah, I don't have a man crush on him, but you do. So we actually have we have days
Check
where
that.
he's not allowed to say his name in the show.
Oh,
So if he says he has to give me $500
okay.
if he says his name. So yeah.
I'm in the red about 8,000 right now. I'm not gonna lie.
So-
Tim's gonna
so-
put out a hit on me here pretty soon if I get to 10K.
Yeah, he's gotta pay up, so we kind of laugh about it. Pat's a great guy.
It's like an inside
And
joke.
you need to go to our next event at the Perry.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
haven't
I
done it.
went. I had a networking event there, and that was the first time I've been to that hotel. I saw
Yeah.
it getting
Nice
built
hotel.
from the ground up, and I was like, "Oh, that's a nice hotel."
It's a beautiful
Really
hotel.
cool. The rooftop area is super
Mhm.
nice. The restaurant's really cool.
There's actually a slide in there about Tigerus. Yeah, the restaurant rooftop.
Oh, yeah.
The
What
rooftop
number, Pat?
restaurant. It's later, Tim. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, you just passed
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an excellent restaurant with amazing views, obviously, and yeah, the
Yes.
hotel's top notch. Big fan of the Perry Hotel, and we're gonna be doing not one, but 2 birthday parties there next month.
I heard.
That's the word on the
And
street.
2
yeah.
separate events.
Two
Or-
separate events.
Wow. Yeah.
We have
so
one middle August and one late August. Actually, going to be doing Patrick Dearborn's birthday party from there in late August. So
His 75th.
it's special 75.
He does look good for 75.
He does look
Dearborn's
good for
in great
75.
shape. Yeah. he
Pause.
does. Pause. And he's still doing real estate at 75. That's
He
good.
is, among other things, ultimate human, ultimate
Ultimate
realtor.
No, he's in good shape, man. He's actually not. He's younger than I am. But we had a cold plunge in here,
Oh, nice.
and we did a cold plunge contest. And we had 2 of them.
Mhm.
And Pat Dearborn, it was like 44, 45, something like that. It was
Seconds?
pretty cold.
No, the
No.
temperature.
Oh.
Well, yeah,
That's a long time to
so
be
he
there.
went in for like 15 minutes. Then he went underwater, held his
Oh,
breath
wow.
for 60
For a
seconds.
For a minute, yeah.
So to me,
I did
that
a
was
cold
pretty
plunge
good.
over the weekend. It's freaking 42 degrees, but it felt even colder.
Yeah.
It's like
You guys like the cold plunges?
I do.
I tried
I'm a
it. I
fan.
could not
No?
do it. No.
No?
I'm
Were you
not
able
a
to
fan.
get in at all?
No.
Really?
I got my up to my knees, and I'm like, called it a day.
What was the temperature? Do you know?
I think it was 47.
Yeah.
High 40s.
Yeah, ours was 42. It was cold.
Nice. That
It
is
was cold, man. It's cold, but yeah. Anything else to add on? We're so glad to have you. And then you
Yeah,
guys
you
are
know,
a
we'll
sponsor,
have
so
to
you guys come in anytime you want.
Anytime you want, anything you want to
Yeah.
promote or
Yeah,
mention.
just our event on Friday.
Yeah, it's big.
It's gonna be really, really fun.
5 to
Over
8.
100 people RSVP'd, so it's
Do
gonna be a
people
lot
have
of
to
people.
RSVP if they come? Or
I would say RSVP just so we can gauge how many people are
You have
coming.
enough stuff, right?
Exactly.
food and drinks
Our Eventbrite is in our bio on our Instagram, so if you want to just RSVP, that's
and that's
the best way.
Forever Young Naples on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yep. Forever Young
I'm
underscore
gonna do that real
Naples.
quick. Underscore.
So yeah, so that's Friday, 5 to 8. Any other events you guys got coming up? I know this is a big one because Gary was talking about doing this, I think a month or 2 ago. He
Mhm.
wanted to put that together.
Yeah, so we are probably going to have another bigger event in October
Okay.
when everyone comes back from up north.
Yeah.
But we do events. I would just say look at our Instagram because
Mhm.
we're always doing
It's
events.
actually the
or
number
pop-ups at
4.
other.
Is it the number 4?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
number
Sorry,
4
I missed
ever
it.
young.
That's
Sorry, I
why-
should have.
Any-
Oh, that's why I did it.
Any summer specials you guys got going on or promotions at Forever Young?
Yep. So we are doing an event exclusive promotion.
Okay.
That are the best promotions we're probably going to run other than at other events. And then we do have summer promotions. We have a BOGO on our Bio Boost, which is our weight loss It's not like a GLP-1, but it's a vitamin shot, so it has B12 in it.
Okay.
It's really good. We've gotten really good feedback from it. People love it. Then we also have, what do we have? Buy 2, get 1 free on Hydrofacial. Just like a facial device.
Oh,
How's that work? I need
the
that.
facials look very relaxing because when I went to
Yes.
do a shoot with Julia and Oksana got the facial service and
Yes.
looked amazing.
Yes, I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So the
I need a
Hydrofacial is a
facial.
machine, but it's like a vortex technology. It's like basically like power washing your face.
All right.
Power washing
Right.
your face.
It's the best way I can
Interesting.
explain
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I need that.
Doesn't sound very pleasant, but I'm sure the
It
results
is,
are
it is.
amazing.
Does
It's
it feel
very
good? Does it feel
refreshing.
good?
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
Like, how long does that last?
So the initial glow lasts about 7 days.
Oh,
You get like a hydrofacial glow is what they call it.
but how long does the procedure?
Oh, it's
But that's
45
fine.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So it's a facial. So you try to make it like relaxing, obviously.
Right. I might do that one.
Yeah. Do a
Do
facial.
something for this face.
Yeah.
Do something for this face.
Well, the last time we went to a spa to do a shoot, lady wanted to do a European facelift on Tim, and he was like adamant he didn't want to do it.
Well, I
And
was like, not now. Like,
Yeah.
she literally brought needles.
she
out.
sat him down, got needles
I
out,
love
was
her.
ready to
I
start
love her.
poke.
I love,
Yeah.
I love her effort.
Oh.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
gonna give me a
Was it like a
You're-
liquid facelift? Like with
yeah, like
injectables?
she goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes. I'll
Yeah.
fix your nose right now. I'm like,
I
my
bet,
nose is gonna need
bet
more
you
than
she will.
that
yeah.
needle. I can tell you, it's gonna need more than that needle. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. But she was.
She's an
She was
interesting lady.
She was good.
Needless to say,
I
no,
liked
we,
her.
we
She was
didn't.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she was nice. But yeah, so we're gonna make our way that way. We
Yeah, I'll
definitely
be
are.
there
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you there.
You guys
Yeah.
are. You guys are.
And
Doing
we're
it.
gonna. We talked about doing a live there too at some point.
Yeah. Do a live. I'd like to do something, where we can, maybe do some cameras and we can go in and, see those who would like to have that.
Yeah,
on
camera.
on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
so that
Patrick
would-
Dearborn on camera getting a facial. Not that
Pause.
kind. Not that kind of facial. Yeah, yeah.
Pat. Pat, what's wrong with you,
I
man?
don't know a lot.
Man, you bring it.
apparently.
Your mother's watching the show. What's wrong?
And
with
real
you,
quick,
man?
how do they find Forever Young Naples?
Where are we located?
Yeah, where you're
we
located.
are in Mercado. We are right behind Nordstrom Rack in front of the 239. So we're kind of sandwiched in the middle of them. But amazing location.
Amazing location. That can't beat that location.
No, that location is great right there. Yep. So get out there, go visit them, and thank you so much, Brittany.
Thank you. Thank
you-
you guys
you
for having
bring-
me.
you
It's
Bring
been
so much
Anytime.
energy to the show. I love it.
Maybe we'll do like a weekly wellness.
Yeah, I'm down.
A health
That'd be
spot with
fun.
you. Yeah, give us an update on
Yeah,
what's going on
absolutely.
yourself or Gary or anyone
We
else that
appreciate
wants
you guys
Yeah,
being
of course.
sponsors of
come
the
in,
show.
come
And
in the office.
as you know, we don't take it too serious. We have
Yeah.
a good
This
time
is a
with
lot
it.
of fun. So.
Okay, that's
We-
glad.
we-
we try to
we
make
enjoy
it fun.
it.
If
Thank-
anything, we have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you
yes.
so
Thank
much.
you for having
we
me.
appreciate
Thank
you.
Thank
Yay! All right, man. Is she nice, right?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, she's good. Bringing everything up, and she's 72 years old, but she looks like she's
20,
19.
21.
Yeah,
Yeah,
19. Yeah, yeah.
It's that
So that
miracle
makes it
forever
good.
young.
And we're getting Darzel coming up here. He's going to be bringing us a lot of good information. He's going to bring his magazines. He's got a little bit of this.
How are you?
Yeah, good to see you. We'll get you all squared away. Headsets on. Got some mags. GQ himself too. He's looking all
Appreciate
ready.
it. Not
Yeah.
looking so,
Yeah.
not too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
This handsome man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Darjo, welcome to the studio, buddy.
It looks like me, right? I mean,
Yeah, hey, there
It
you go.
almost does. Yeah, you go to Forever
wife
Young
there,
because your
that's,
face looks.
thank you so much for having me, guys. I appreciate
Our
it.
Oh,
Pleasure.
we're glad to have you, and we're glad. Yeah, we're honored to have
Just
you.
want to
In.
go through some of these magazines here.
And it was kind of funny yesterday because I got a text message from Darjo, and Darjo's like, "Hey, listen, I'm coming on the show. Could you hook me up with some questions? What are you gonna ask?" I go, "We kind of like have fun
We
with
don't
it,
take it
I
too
appreciate
and we're so
serious.
glad you're
Yeah.
here.
I'm so glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about we're kind of gonna do a 2-segment thing because you have a couple things going, but Toto's has been around a while though, right?
Yes, next
Yeah.
next month it'll be our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's been a successful publication. I want to appreciate everybody, all my team, for doing this. The community also. I saw a need for entrepreneurs, Hispanic entrepreneurs, American entrepreneurs, everybody on the community to connect with the Hispanic community. And it's been growing for the past 10 years, and looking forward to those connections.
Yeah. So move his mic up just a little bit, Pat. So tell us a little bit about how Todos Magazine started. And I know you briefed on it a little bit. And it's primarily Hispanic magazine.
Correct. Yeah.
But tell us how it started and why it's so popular here in Southwest Florida. You got in the area where you cover.
Yeah. So, like I said, it started next month. It's going to be our 10-year anniversary. Started 10 years ago.
Wow.
My business partners, Daniel and I, we saw a need for a good, instructive, educative content for the community. We discussed everything as far as health, immigration, local sports events, entertainment, food, everything that has to be educative and instructive for the community. And we will be doing so well. It's been tremendous feedback from everybody, and the platform is print and digital, and we expanding to Tampa. It's been 5 years in Hillsborough County, so we are growing.
Wow, that's amazing. Now I noticed you got Todos, and then you got DE. Is there different?
That's Dark Jug Exposito. That's going to be my next project. It's a personalized magazine. So,
okay.
So my wife gave me that for my 40th birthday. I just turned 40
So you got like
in
a
January.
personal magazine with like you in it.
Correct. So
wow, that's cool.
So
Get your own magazine, literally.
It's literally your magazines, and that's the idea. Do your own personalized magazine. It's going to be great. We already doing a couple for a couple of businesses already, and that's my next venture. Doing your magazine, you can do your own magazine about your own story, your services, what you do.
I like that.
What makes you different than the competition, and everything that you want to put in it. And it's a great portfolio to have to describe what you do, and great presentation. So I think every entrepreneur should have one.
You know who should have their own magazine?
239.
That Patrick Dearborn.
Oh man, for sure.
And his own calendar too.
He's on every magazine.
Cover, yeah. But he should have his own.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
239 Live
40,
magazine.
40,
Why not?
239, yeah.
Think about it.
I like
best
that.
of.
The
best
239
of,
Live,
all over,
yeah.
all the different
Built
stuff,
Seed,
yeah.
239 Live.
Yeah.
Everything 239.
239.
Yeah.
It's an easy one, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great platform for you guys. It's print, digital. You can tell your audience how you started, how's everything going, what's your future projects, and what movement 239 is bringing to Southwest Florida. Once again, thank you so much for
of course
for doing this. This is
yeah,
great.
It's our pleasure. It's very humbling. Go to different events. Went to an event on
very good
4th of July, and people coming up and say, "Oh, I love 239 Live. Oh, I watch you with Tim," or So it's really cool because we are out there getting involved in the community, and people are watching and they appreciate it. So it's definitely humbling and rewarding. And Joe Pavich is back.
Joe Pavich is back.
Joe Pavich needs his own magazine.
Come back,
too.
Joe.
So we get on Joe every now and then. We laugh because Joe's smart. He gets on. He goes hi, goes and does work, which he's supposed to be doing, and then he comes back. But we give him a little bit of a hard time. Like Joe, you got to watch the whole show.
Hey, Joe Pavich, you coming to Tito's tonight?
Joe, let us know, Joe.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is with the 239 Live, what's great is we have some people that come on. We have sometimes we have 25 viewers. It goes up to 1,000 viewers at a time.
7,500.
I think we had like 88,000 people
8,000?
watch the last one.
With
so people can go back and look at it, and then they can, some people
and keep those are local views. That's Southwest Florida. I mean, there's some people I'm sure are watching like today from Indiana and stuff, but mostly local. So they get 2,000 to 8,000 views on a local 239 show.
No, that's
not
amazing.
too bad for a newer show,
No, that's amazing. And I seen you guys and the content that you do and the people you bring on the show, so knowledgeable in the community. And then
try to make it
now since I'm in
based.
Hillsborough County in the Tampa area, so now you're gonna have more views.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You're gonna be big internationally.
yeah.
What's your nationality?
I'm Cuban originally.
Cuban, okay.
Yeah, came when I was 14. Lived in Miami for a while. Then I came to Naples and I graduated from USF in Tampa.
Okay.
That's why I went to expand there. And,
Okay.
But I love Naples. Love the community.
What's your favorite thing about Naples?
I gotta say the beach.
The beach?
It's like you live, anywhere in the area that you live, 20 minutes to 30 minutes away from the beach, and that's amazing. And that's
which is your favorite beach in Naples?
I said Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
Vanderbilt Beach is definitely my favorite. It's the closest to.
Yeah.
So
what's your favorite Cuban place in Naples?
Oh man, that's a hard. I think I'm gonna get chewed for this
I know.
one. You know, I don't wanna.
Well, or
There's a few of
or you
them.
don't have to do that. Name a couple good Cuban spots that you recommend.
I think it's this place called Fernando de Bull.
That's good.
Lorenzo's Bowl is good.
That's a good
Consistent.
The one on Mockley Road and Pine Ridge.
Yeah.
Yes, there's one in Bonita too. They're opening it up. Roomba is also
Roomba's
good.
good. I think Roomba's very.
Roomba's-
That used to be Fernandez.
Yeah, it did.
originally.
It used to be,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a vacuum cleaner.
Joe, real quick, I want to address this. When does Joe go? Joe says, when do we go on vacation? Joe, I'm going on vacation. Actually, this Friday I'm leaving. I'm going.
Joe wants
And
to know
then
your schedule for the summer, Tim.
Take me with you.
Great to see
Yeah.
you. Listen, I'm going to New York, going up to Maine to my reunion. We would love to have you on. The buttons right now, I'm doing them all here. So we're going to get Patrick, switched over where we can do the live. So
And then we'll have Joe. You'll be the first co-host when we get to that point. We promise Joe
we get
that.
it. Maybe I can do it remotely somehow.
You can probably do it. Sure. Yeah, Tim's got his 75th high school reunion in Maine, so he will be out. But
Yeah.
we're gonna miss you. Yeah, but only for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like 10 days.
10 days,
or
yeah.
whatever. So, yeah. But we'll be back. We'll throw up some stuff and some reruns
awesome,
and
man.
whatever.
We want to hear
Awesome
from
to reconnect.
We want to hear from people what their favorite Cuban or well, speaking of which, Frank said,
Seven Mart. Yeah. The
what-
Seven Mart. That's at Golden Gate.
I love
think.
that place.
Yeah.
I love that place.
That's
is-
Seven Mart. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
I heard of
Mexican.
it.
There's one
Yeah.
on Santa Barbara and then
Yeah.
there's one up on Collier. I don't know if it's the same
I
one.
don't know,
or
the
whatever.
one
I
in
think it's the
San
same owner.
But
yeah.
you go inside those places, it's like a lot. There's packed.
Yeah.
packed,
They're
and there's
packed.
all kinds of stuff in there. They used to have the dollar tacos. They're probably like $2.50 now special, but amazing tacos. I get the crazy stuff. I do like tongue and tripe, and
That's awesome,
Ear,
man. I
you know,
love it.
I
I
like
love
the
it.
more
I love
crazier
it.
the like.
Yeah.
I think that's the best. You know,
You should be one of those foodie shows. You eat everything. You go around the world and you travel.
You
and
want to
you
go
eat
eat
all the
weird, you want to do
all
a
the
weird,
food.
weird stuff.
Should
show.
be
maybe
for
I'll
that one.
I'll tell Blake to do a spin-off. Patrick's
Weird.
weird food adventures. They do weird stuff with food, not other stuff.
He does
Food.
weird stuff. Yeah.
No.
Speaking about that, let me do this real quick. I
Yeah.
kind of want to run this video before we go any further, just because it's kind of funny, and I think we need a little bit of funny stuff here.
Definitely, always.
This guy's a pretty good jokester right here. So let's go ahead and play this real quick.
The American government doesn't care about you until they find out how much oil you have. Like, we didn't care about Iran or Iraq until we found out how much oil they had. We didn't care about Libya. Nobody cared about Diddy. Until we found out how much oil he was sitting on.
A lot of oil.
Like, damn, old boy got more Johnson & Johnson than a COVID vaccine center. Like,
Are you familiar with the Diddy situation? This is where I like to make the guests feel awkward.
I always know the news, in
Yeah.
Instagram and stuff.
Right.
I like the comments, those. I'm here for the comments.
It's funny.
People's imagination
People's
is crazy.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And funny stuff. Yeah,
It's so
funny
funny,
stuff.
How they come up with that stuff? And I'm like, I'm thinking like, wow.
Yeah, no, it is kind of humorous. I
He's
actually
gonna get off.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up my little thing here. I've got a Cop and Con reaction channel. So what we do is we watch videos, and mostly law enforcement, but any social media video, whatever. X-rated, whatever. And we'll go ahead, and my buddy Dave, he has been a con, but he's reformed for about 15 years now. And then obviously I was in law enforcement for 31 years. So we break these down. So I need a few more subscribers. So go ahead and scan that if you could, and then watch those channels. But the videos and the comments and stuff that you see is just
On YouTube, when I watch
it's amazing.
On YouTube, when I watch a lot of different shows and stuff, podcasts, the comments are the best part.
Definitely.
Yeah. Some of the so creative. Some people.
Every time I see a post, I'm like, these comments are going to be amazing. So I just go there and read them. And just makes my day.
Yeah.
It makes my day,
Yeah. I think let's go back real quick to the P. Diddy case. We kind of been saying it since the beginning. Like, listen, I fully think that he's got some issues. He's done some
weirdo.
He's done some mean, like the way he brought his girlfriend out, kicked her in the hallway.
He wasn't charged with that.
No, but I'm just saying.
Right.
I think he is a very, I want to say very deranged individual because of maybe not so much what he likes to do, but what he's done to people. But can you bring that in the courtroom and can you convict somebody for that? That's what's going to be the tough thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think everyone blew it out of proproportion. Like personal life got mixed with like the real
what you do
scenery of
behind-
what happened. So
What you do behind closed
people were
doors.
waiting for more. I'm like, but that's his personal life. I mean, you cannot do personal life and then everything else. You got to separate it. So you cannot, throw somebody in jail for their personal life. So he's like,
When someone
think
stays
about
with
it,
you for 15 years too, and there's records of text messages saying, "I can't wait for the next freak off."
Yeah, well, that's the thing. His girlfriend, beautiful girl, has been a victim, I believe, of abuse by him. Obviously, we've seen it, right?
Yeah.
But she basically is texting him like she likes that lifestyle to a certain point, and she chooses to be in it because if you don't want to be with somebody, you just don't go back. If you're in New York and he's like, "Hey, let's do a freak off Saturday at my place in Miami, fly down and we'll have a good time," and she gets on the plane and chooses to do that and probably gets paid hefty amount.
Exactly.
She could have stayed in New York.
Exactly.
So you can't convince me.
You're not forced.
Yeah,
You're
you're not forced.
Exactly.
So she has chosen to be with that person. There's been so many people, and trust me, listen, in law enforcement, you get into a bad situation with somebody, sometimes you are stuck with them a little bit. But there's been people who made decisions to get out of that situation. It's not an easy one, but I think she took about $20 million from him too, allegedly.
No, I think
in a
that's the settlement.
Yeah.
If he chose to go back, and I mean, no sense. So,
and again, I want to make it very clear that I don't agree with what he does. What he
Definitely
does in
not.
his personal party and does his thing, as long as he's not, they say he gave people drugs and unwillingly and things like that. That's definitely out of bounds.
But there was no proof of that.
Whatever. I know.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Because I think a lot of times people go to these parties. I mean, they want to go to these parties and they're trying to get in, and then they knowingly take drugs and alcohol, and they maybe probably regret stuff that they did later on, and easy target.
Yeah, of
not
course.
sticking up for Diddy. I think he's not a good human being for multiple reasons. He's ripped people off financially.
definitely
domestic abuse and possibly killed Tupac allegedly. But what's your favorite Diddy song, Pavich? Joe Pavich turned it into a music thing. Two good songs. He's more of a producer though. Joe.
I don't know what P. Diddy even does. Like,
He owned a record. I mean, he was.
Well, I know, but.
Hi, Tony.
So good to see you. Thank you, Tony.
Tony's like, they're talking Diddy. I'm out of here.
so much.
But no, I mean, I'm just, just some thoughts. But that's why we have, have this show, a little conversation.
And
Please leave your comments.
And the Epstein list disappeared all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, that's another
gone.
issue.
Crazy,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
Yeah. I think there's a
Yeah, we got a slide for that one too. I think maybe
just randomly disappeared.
Yeah, let's talk. So let's see here.
And I want to hear people's comments because me and Tim disagree on this. Did Epstein kill himself? Yes or no?
Yes.
Obviously, just
yes.
I say no.
It's always a controversial.
Yeah, you're the tiebreaker.
He's like he probably doesn't touch it.
I don't want no part of
You
it.
guys, right?
Honestly, I don't think he killed himself either. I think definitely not.
Same,
When you want to shut somebody down and they know too much information, you know what happens. So
Yeah,
I think he was in jail and made the decision. I don't want to live anymore, and he hung himself. I think that's what.
they're both
disagree,
valid
but
points.
I don't think we'll probably
I don't
ever
know.
know.
I don't know if we'll ever know. So
Yeah, I don't think
that's
so.
just my
Well,
personal.
if the list disappeared, then I'm
I
sure.
don't. It was supposedly.
What do you think of that, though? The list
My
just-
desk is full with papers. My desk is full of information, Pam Bondi.
right?
And
We
now
have the
we
list.
have it's really nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Really nothing that
Now the
important
list is
anyway.
gone
Yeah,
completely,
now it's
right?
listed. Yeah, and I think it was asked yesterday, hey, we'd like to see the list. Do you really want to talk about the list now with all the things going on in our world? And I'm like, yeah, we do want to talk
Yeah,
about
I mean,
it. Yeah, we do want to
where'd
see
it go?
Because you told me you were going to show it to us. I mean,
They always sidetrack everything. So much stuff going on, and then they jump from one thing to another just to sidetrack the very beginning that we were here for. So
Yeah.
that happens all the time.
it's like that Ponzi scheme, right? Where you like to put the little ball underneath the shell and you just move it around and try to figure out which one it is. That's kind of what's happening. But anyway,
So you're born in Cuba.
I was born in Cuba.
Talk
Yeah.
about that and
Man,
leaving a communist country.
it was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Being there in that regime is
So that you were in Cuba 90s?
Yeah, I came in 98. So I came when
98.
I was 14, you know.
Okay.
I just turned 40 in January.
Okay.
So being in that situation is definitely, I don't recommend it for anybody. I don't recommend
Talk
any
about
country
so you were there till age 14?
Yes.
Talk
Wow,
about
yeah.
talk about that growing, because my parents escaped the communist country, but I was 4 when we left Czech Republic.
You're from
So I
Czech.
don't remember, anything. But talk about growing up in a communist regime firsthand.
Yeah. It's definitely, how should I put this in words? It's definitely different. It's definitely something that you grow up and you are exposed to it. You already grow. You don't dictate.
But
where
talk
you,
about like everyday life growing up in a communist country.
when you're 14, you don't realize like what you do as far as you're eating, you're playing, you're going to school.
But
so
it's the same thing every day, basically.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing every day. It's a struggle. You see your parents struggle for food, for money, to do things.
People who are in favor of communism, which are many, but would argue, but food is provided, shelter is provided, schooling is provided, but you're saying firsthand, food was still a struggle.
It's still a struggle. They say it's provided, but to the eye of the world, it's not. You know what I mean, they want to make it seem like it's an awesome, not democracy, but it's an awesome party to have, or an awesome thing to run your country, but it's not. It's not.
It's probably not. You're not eating steaks and lobster.
Definitely not.
You're probably eating bread and
you're eating bread, potatoes, and whatever you get your hands on. And then you don't know when your next meal is. That's another thing. And
talk about the healthcare, because then some people argue, well, you get free healthcare, but healthcare is probably not so good, right?
There's nothing in the healthcare. You go to the hospitals, there's nothing.
And there's a wait, probably.
There's a way. You have to bring your own sheet, your own pillow. The medicines, they steal the medicine. There's nothing to practice health,
And plus, there's levels, right? Depending on where you are.
If you're in the government,
exactly. You know people all the way through, and
medical,
if you don't know anybody,
1,000%.
I mean, that's like that here in the United States,
right?
But in a communist situation, you don't have any control over that.
I think it should be more organized. I mean, if you think about it, China and Russia, they're still communists. It's the same president for 50 years, and there's no elections. But they got food, they have a system in place that allows them to produce and move forward. But they're still communists. They still control you. They still want to know everything that you do. But in Cuba, they just only like 5 to 10% of the people have access to everything, and they want to cut off everything. The government wants to control everything, and you can't. There's no way, they can control everything and take care of everything. Here in the United States, they hire private companies to do government work, but the government cannot tackle on everything, and that's what happened in Cuba. They want to cut, they want a piece of everything. They let you do your business, but they want a percentage all the time. If not, you cannot do it.
Have you been back to Cuba since?
I've been back. I've been back 4 to 5 times to see. I still have family there.
How is it now?
It's worse now. It gets worse.
Worse.
They have problem with electricity. They cut your electricity 20 hours a day.
20 hours a day.
The whole day. They ahead of time in schedule. They told you, hey, we're gonna cut the electricity 10 hours, 15 hours this day. So you're like, what? And then you have your food in your fridge. It's going bad, and you cannot charge your phones. It's hot now, as you can see. So there's no fans, there's no AC, there's no central AC in Cuba. So it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and then everything is just the system doesn't work. It's been there since the 60s. And it gets worse and worse and worse. So also the education is not as good as it was. The good thing about the health before, people do it for the love of the industry, for the love of curing people and helping people, not for the money. Sometimes people go into law school or medical school because of the money. They want to be a dentist, want to be a doctor, a lawyer. They in it for the money, not for the love of the profession. So that's it. That's what makes them good doctors back then. Now there's just nothing to practice this,
Yeah, my mother asked a question. What happens to you and your family if you decline or not accept their ideology and philosophy? So in other words, you really can't go against the system.
You go to jail, basically.
Great question,
right?
Sandy. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. yeah, you cannot go against it. You don't have a freedom of speech. You cannot go against what they say or what they do. They force you to do stuff. My mother always tells me this. When they do, there's only 2 channels in Cuba, and then on Fidel, he always talk on the channel. So if you're watching news or you're watching a series or if you're watching anything, he would cut the channel and start speaking. So it was just like brainwashing you all the time in books, through the news. You know how news is,
Yeah.
You know about the fake news.
Yeah, we know the fake news. Yeah, we know the fake news.
So they just brainwash you, literally like that.
Yeah.
And you cannot go against him. And when he took power, people against him, he just literally got killed. Literally got put in jail and just killed. So you cannot against it. There's no other choice, And then it's an island, so it's only two ways to get out, either by sea or by plane. And that's why so many people, risk their life to, come to freedom.
It's very fascinating for us because what frustrates me in this country is, and I've lived in other parts of the world and I've visited a lot of other parts of the world. What frustrates me here in the United States is people that have never been exposed to that type of situation.
No clue.
And
not even exposed.
They lose their cable light for 13 minutes and they're freaking out.
But not even exposed. They don't even have a clue what's going on in some of these countries.
It's so frustrating to me. It's like go see what it's like.
They lose cell service for 15 minutes. And
you want to put them in that environment sometimes.
That would be the best sentence for some people.
And I'm a true testament of it. I'm doing my testimony. As you said, you also live in the Czech Republic when it was there, and I come from there, so I lived it. It's not like I'm making this up, and then I use my platform to let people know.
Yeah.
And look at Venezuela now, what's going on in Nicaragua, and then and then I've been blessed enough to travel all over Central South America, and you don't want to die in the United States, definitely.
No, I
so
think
we
that's
have to always fight back and always try to. They always try to push their agenda. We cannot let that go.
I think that's why a lot of Hispanic people have kind of flipped parties and voted more Republican because they see what the Democrats were doing to this country. And they're like, we don't want this country to become Venezuela or
correct,
Cuba, Nicaragua.
This is the last
last
place
we
on
escape
earth.
Those countries to
where
come
we're gonna
here.
go.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we all come here for. And that's why this country was kind of built to immigrant.
Yeah,
and the smartest people around the world come here to innovate and be free and practice their religions and do everything of what this country stands for. That's why this country is great.
I always say, people talk bad about America or hate America. You don't see people trying to escape or get out of America. There's more people trying to get in America than get out. So obviously, it's still the greatest country in the world. Land of the free, home of the brave. Next question.
And if you look at Europe, Europe is really starting to. Paris. Or France, obviously, and then you got England. A lot of these places in Spain seems to be a little bit of control, right? But those other countries are just inundated with immigration, and it's not like you don't like other countries, but do it the proper way,
the right way.
I know. I've been through immigration with my wife, being from Colombia. 20 years ago, it took her about 10 years to get everything done. It's a process. And it's a painful process, expensive, but when you get your citizenship
the right way, that's awesome, man. My wife is Colombian too. So
so there you go. And I love going to Colombia.
Colombia is awesome.
I'm hoping that country gets through. Kind of, they got a president now that we got to get past.
That's what I was going to tell you.
But I'm hoping that makes a change because I love to go visit there. That'd be a place I could actually go and hang out.
You will see your kids.
Yeah. There you go. How many kids I got down there, Pat?
We don't know. Between you and Larry, you got a whole litter.
Larry.
Tim is always waiting that phone call in Father's Day. Hey, Dad.
His phone rings off the hook.
I'm only got there with my wife, so I'm in good shape.
Wrong number.
Look, he's jumping in.
All
right, we're gonna go ahead now. Dargel's done. We're back. We're all finished, Dargel. No, I'm just kidding.
Good show. See you Friday.
Good show.
What's your favorite country in South America to visit? Curious,
definitely Colombia. I've been there.
Because your wife's there.
Exactly. So
I get that. Good answer.
Yeah.
Besides Colombia. But I hear great things about Colombia.
Where in Colombia do you like to go?
She's from Medellin, so
Yeah, that's nice, yeah.
That's real nice.
That's
you know,
where
weather's
Is that
amazing,
where
and
Alex
the
is from?
food.
She's from Cali, but
Cali,
we were
Cali.
just in
Yeah,
Medellin.
I was in Cali too. I've been to Cali, I've been to Bogota. I've been to Cartagena also. You know, people like to go there too. But man, I really like Peru also.
I've never been there.
I heard Peru's
I
amazing.
really like Peru. You know, Peru.
I heard the food is really good there.
amazing.
Yeah, that's what I
you know.
hear.
People are amazing. It's real clean. It's real modern too. I mean, I love Argentina. I went to La Patagonia in Chile, and Chile was awesome
Chile's
too.
nice too. Yeah.
It's real nice, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, South America has some good places. you know.
Yeah. And shout out to Alessandra's watching. Shout out to Brazil.
Shout
Also,
out.
You ever been to Brazil?
I haven't. That's my
No?
next
No,
one.
okay.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm
Bucket
missing.
list, yeah.
Or I haven't been to Venezuela also because of what's going on.
I don't think.
so.
Yeah, and probably not a good time to go to Venezuela
no,
right
no,
now.
no.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Hopefully will
some
change.
point will
But
change.
they have told me it's a beautiful country too. It's a beautiful country.
Tell me about some of your favorite places to eat in town for Spanish food.
Yeah, I was about to say also in Golden Gate. That's where my mom lived. There's a place called Matanza. There's Brazas. There's this bakery, it's War Bakery, also in 951.
Yeah,
it's been there for a while, so it's really good. So those Cuban places, I love them.
But non-Cuban, like just Spanish. Any places that come to mind? Because that's probably my favorite food, Mexican Spanish.
There's a little. I love this little place around the corner. It's called
There's a
Florita.
You ever been to that?
La Floridita.
Yeah, right around the corner.
They're
They've
good.
got a couple of them around town.
Yes.
right?
I think
Yeah.
they're good.
They're good. I mean, if we go in there and grab, I like to look, you know, because when I go to Colombia, I don't speak Spanish too much, like a couple words.
but you got the wife.
I get around. Well, wherever she's at, I'm like, I get around. So, you know, I love to go and check it out. But down here, you can look at the food and go, I want this, I want that.
You'd be surprised how many Americans go to Colombia. I was surprised.
love
I
it.
play basketball there and I hang out, and I'm like, wow. You know, like if you get in the plane to go to Medellin, it's like 10 Colombians. Everybody's American. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I know
like
a lot
they
of
love
people
it.
have been traveling a lot to Colombia, and they absolutely love it down
I
there.
love it
yeah.
there, man. It's
Some
it's
come
awesome.
back with wives too. So it's
Yeah,
definitely
tell me
a
about
trip,
it.
yeah.
You got to pay for them. My wife, I met here. So it was
Okay,
great.
that's
So
awesome.
20 years ago, almost. Darzo, another thing you do is, I don't know how much you're doing of it, but Perfect Match.
Yes.
Now, this is interesting. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change your name tag a little bit right here because we kind of want to do that. Perfect Match. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Is that a matchmaker type thing you're doing? Or?
Yeah,
Flirt club.
so it's not the perfect match at the dating site, you know. You know, I was it was created because I think with this personalized magazine, it's a perfect match between you and your audience, between you and what you want to be as your branding. I think this personalized magazine is
Okay, so it's
excellent.
more of that versus perfect matchmaking.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Okay.
not
It's like a
it's
perfect
not,
match for.
Business.
We want to put the business with the perfect match of the potential customer or client.
correct.
Or yes,
Correct,
Got it.
correct. So yeah, Toto's been around for like say 10 years.
10
and
years.
and that was
that's strong for a
you know,
magazine publication
yeah,
locally.
our we do Lee, Collier, and Hillsborough County. Our distribution, we do 10,000 copies a month. Over 20,000 visits. We have subscribers that they pay yearly to receive it at their house, and it's just amazing. It's amazing quality, amazing content. The lifespan of the magazine is awesome. I have clients that they don't advertise for many years. They're like, hey, somebody called me from the magazine. I'm like, of
That's
course,
cool.
people keep this magazine. They don't throw it away.
Yeah.
That's why we do it. That's why, because the news nowadays, like you read it online, so it's like tomorrow's already old. So like we do articles that are like last forever. So
And of course, you can't have any magazine without Lauren
yeah.
Maxwell Mortgage
Yes,
team.
Maxwell
You
Mortgage
gotta-
team.
you gotta have-
Yeah, Lauren Maxwell.
Of course.
they always
Love
said
Lauren Maxwell.
They were in the cover last month. Also.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Lauren's great. Wonderful.
Yeah, she's amazing.
We
Know what
love
she does.
Malcolm.
Malcolm too.
That's-
Yeah, no
Who's
Malcolm,
Malcolm?
for a long time.
I know. I know. Malcolm.
Lauren's right hand.
Malcolm is another one.
Look.
You gotta. He's all over town. Like
He
he's
is.
everywhere.
Yeah,
He's right there with Pat Dearborn.
Yeah,
so
you got to do it. You got to do it like that. You
Yeah.
got to network. You got to
Malcolm
know
is
people,
great.
know the
Always
community,
so
and
good.
he's great at it. He's great. So yeah. So out of those two, out of those, I appreciate Alessandra. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Great.
Got to do a feature on Alessandra and Todos.
For sure. I'll get with her.
Yeah.
You know?
She does a great job networking and
Definitely.
for Action Title. They should be. How come Action
Yeah.
Title's not in Toto's. What's
We've
going
been
on?
talking. We've been talking.
Okay. I'll
they
put it
couldn't be on
together. I
board.
got you. I'll make it happen.
Perfect. You know? Make that perfect match.
Yeah, there you go. That would be a perfect match.
Now, real quick, another story.
You got Tigerus in here too.
Yes.
They're
Love
new-
Tigerus.
Yes. Oh, they
And the
great
Perry
too.
Hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Josie. She's a great person. To work with.
Big
Got
shout
the-
out to Tigerus and Perry Hotel.
Yeah, Perry. We do stories on them. It's a great place to eat, to hang out, staycations like they call it. It's
Yeah, that's great.
great view.
Great
You know,
view.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no, big
food
fan.
is amazing.
Food is really good.
Food
Yeah.
is
We'll be
fire.
doing a couple more events at the Perry next month.
Yes.
Let's go through a few of these stories. We got about
Yeah,
a little bit less than half an hour to go. We'll get some of these stories going through.
let's do it.
Pat's going through the magazine.
What's your favorite soccer team? Because I know it's
Oh, I love. I mean,
Obviously,
I
it's
lo-
country.
the MLS.
no, I'm
Yeah.
just
You
talking
want-
about just nationally. Like, are you because people are usually like
MLS?
Inter Milan or Manchester United or Real Madrid? Like,
Yeah, well, the European,
Yeah.
the European League. You know,
Who's your team? You
Yeah,
have a team?
definitely a Barcelona guy.
Barcelona
Yeah,
guy.
definitely
Okay.
You can put your
Barcelona.
see up there.
Yeah,
You got a little thing up there.
Blake
Little
messed
more-
it up.
Because
Yeah,
Well,
Blake
it
fudges
actually goes.
with it.
It actually there's a lever on the other
you're
side.
shrinking on us.
He's going down underneath.
Going down.
Pause.
Appreciate it.
There he is. There he is.
Pause,
Look at him.
pause,
He's
pause,
back
pause.
up.
I'm
He's
back. I'm
with
back.
us. What do you think about this alligator Alcatraz? You know, I mean, you don't have to comment on the stories, but,
Oh,
we're
man.
but people are saying, hey, there's a lot of mosquitoes. No kidding. You're in the middle of Everglades.
There's mosquitoes
for
out there.
sure.
Everglades?
It's crazy out there. It's crazy out there.
Really?
Yeah, there's bears too in Naples, Pat. There's bears. Yeah.
They don't call mosquitoes,
Are there
they're like-
alligators at Alligator Alcatraz?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
They're not mosquitoes. They call like mini
But-
birds. You know how
Well,
big
they
those
said they're the
mosquitoes
size
are?
of freaking hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those
they're
mosquitoes
huge.
are
They're
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
Well, we have deputies that work in Everglades City. You know, there used to be a substation. Now they're out of South Naples, but they go down there and they honestly cannot stop a car unless they're in full. They have this like ghillie suit type
Really?
thing with screen.
Oh wow.
Really?
Because you get out and they will
You just get swarmed?
eat you alive. Yeah,
Really?
literally eat you alive in like
No kidding.
less than 5 minutes.
And that doesn't matter day, night, morning.
I mean, mostly evenings.
Yeah.
but yeah. You know, daytime still is it's not pleasant.
That's
So-
interesting.
And I feel more. I mean, obviously, I feel bad for the folks that are. In some cases, I feel bad for the inmates in a way, but then I feel bad for the people out there having to work that place. I mean,
it's
That's
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
that's
It's
a
in the
crappy
middle of
assignment,
nowhere.
right?
yeah, those corrections
that-
officers,
that-
and I think they're using the National Guard and a couple other people. A couple
Where do
other
they
folks
stay
that
out there? They have like a special.
That's a good question because it's about 50 miles just to drive out there.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right on the county line between
How-
Collier and Dade.
How far is that from like Miccosukee? Would you say, Tim?
From
The like the Miccosukee gas station. the
yeah,
Alligator
it's
Alcatraz?
actually you go down
41.
41. Go down
Okay.
41. So if like right from Collier and 41,
Mhm.
it's probably about 40 miles,
40
45 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's because it's right on the. So when you're hitting in Dade County, actually, I think 98% of it's actually in Collier and like 2%
It's in Dade.
in Dade. But I think Dade County over the years has kind of taken care of that because it's an emergency landing strip for airport going into Miami as well.
You know, interesting. Also, the airspace is restricted. I was watching one of these posts in Facebook, and they couldn't fly. You know, there's private planes, there's little planes that people fly. And
Oh,
they go
yeah,
to
yeah,
Key
yeah.
West. It's restricted, so they'll tell you.
Really?
They'll tell you.
Right over
"Hey,
there.
what are you doing?
Oh,
You
interesting.
cannot fly over.
Back off, back off. No
So,
dropping
yeah.
mosquito repellent down to anybody.
they
Alligator
don't, they
Alcatraz.
don't let you fly over. It's around there, it's restricted. The airspace.
Great book, another show for the books. Thanks.
Thanks, Robert.
Hey, Robert, it's always
Let's
good.
go.
Thank you,
But
Robert.
yeah, so there's a lot of concerns. They said that they didn't expect all the water either, the flooding.
Oh yeah.
But I'm sure they're going to get
we
that
just-
all worked
Yeah,
out.
we're just getting started.
You,
I mean,
gotta,
you know,
just.
hurricane season is coming too, so they better get ready.
Yeah, they're intense.
I hope nothing happens. We've been hit pretty bad this past couple of years. So, but
know.
you got. There's a lot of stuff that you have to take in consideration when you
Well, yeah,
you build out
and that's the thing, and they got the state government. They've got some things going, so they'll get it worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you adjust like going in football at the half. You go in the locker room, you adjust.
Yeah.
make some
They're just getting
adjustments.
started. It'll get better.
Yeah.
They just needed something quick, to process and.
And here's another story. Most expensive airport in the world. Do you want to take a guess where the most expensive airport would be? This one shocked me.
Newark?
Nope.
What, Dubai? No, I don't know.
Dubai would have been my guess, and they were in the top 5, I think. But the most expensive airport in the world is in Istanbul.
Oh, wow.
I've been there.
Shocking for sure.
Interesting,
there.
right? Because I would think like
I've been
Dubai,
I
Paris.
was just
Yeah.
there about a year ago.
Yeah. It's expensive?
I mean, I landed.
$20
bought
beer?
like a
$7 banana.
Bought like something silly.
Rohan would do well with the
$7
$7 bananas.
Yeah, he would.
Dubai
beer.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Big fan of Dubai chocolate? That's the big craze now. Have you had Dubai chocolate, Tim?
Have I ever bought the Dubai chocolate?
Have you had Dubai chocolate?
No, but I had they have it. I saw it the other day
It's
up
the
at
big
Seed the Table.
$29 for the
What
bar.
does it taste different?
$29 for the bar at See the Table.
So funny how the, how the
tried it?
trends. I haven't tried
I did.
it.
Not at See the Table.
But those
I didn't-
trends, everyone just,
It's a trend.
Yeah,
And it's got
it's
nothing to do with Dubai, by the way.
yeah, exactly. It's just
Fun
a trend,
fact.
It's
It's like a pistachio chocolate.
Do
Good.
They make it in Dubai?
No, it's just for some reason that's the name of it.
Like French fries?
Freedom fries.
I mean, I'm trying to think.
so many names that those in
Another
Spanish
coordinate,
rice.
Yeah, is it Spanish?
Trying to think of something.
Yeah, what correlates for food?
It's just making money. Yeah, so
What's
the
the name?
Tigers. We
Love
talked about that, the
Tigers, yeah,
Bears
big
at the
shout out
Perry,
Tigers.
yeah, rooftop.
Perry, Black Eyed Pigs closing after 17
around the
years.
corner here.
Yeah,
Right around
Dorona
the corner.
closed.
Yeah.
I think it's about like 18 businesses now have closed. The restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Roosters is not closed.
The Roosters is not closed. In fact, you
Roosters.
can't even get in the Rooster. Have you been to the Rooster?
I haven't yet.
That place is
It is.
It's,
you can't get in now.
It's off the chain. Yeah,
Small.
It's great. Yeah.
How's
It's
the
Guy
food?
Fieri.
Yeah.
How's the food?
He's falling
It's
down.
excellent.
I gotta
It's
get that
excellent.
chair fixed.
Yeah. Nah, you're good. You're
The food there is it's
awesome.
excellent.
I gotta try it out.
Excellent. It's kind of like
Breakfast, lunch
I think
place.
it's prepared more,
right?
Yeah, like country
Yeah,
cooking,
yeah.
and he's got some different things on the menu and so on. But it's really good. You know where it's at, right?
By
You know where it's at, right?
Bambusa.
Bambusa, the old Bambusa,
Yeah, old
town.
Bambusa, yeah.
We used to hang out
That's good, right?
there. Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
good.
Okay. I see. Yeah, the restaurant business talking
Tim
about
used to
that.
play bingo at Bambusa.
I did.
All the restaurants closing. Yeah, restaurant
I
business.
know.
In season. It's just Naples so
You got
seasonal that it's sometimes it's brutal for them. These 4 months of season.
What happened to the rest of that?
I don't
That's
know.
weird.
I can't see.
It's weird.
Oh, there
Lost
it
my
is.
mouse.
Yeah.
Is hot dog considered a sandwich? Do you consider a hot
No.
dog a sandwich?
No,
I don't
way.
either.
No
I
way.
think that's a no-brainer.
way. Talking about hot dogs, you
Not a
guys,
sandwich, right?
you guys see the hot dog content?
Joey Chestnut, that guy's incredible.
Man,
Who can
that
beat him?
70 hot dogs. Every
can
time I
beat him?
watch that, I'm like, how can you eat 70 hot dogs? I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's more hot dogs than Kim Kardashian take. I mean, he's incredible. That guy. Do you consider that an athlete? A hot dog eating guy?
No, I don't.
I mean, do you consider that a
sport?
sport?
Is that a sport?
Is it a sport? Competition, I guess.
Kind of like golf.
The slapping competition. Is that a
Skill.
sport?
Golf is a skill.
I would say, yeah.
Skill, right? Not a
Yeah,
sport.
like
I
skill.
don't consider golf a sport. I think it's a skill. You got to be very skilled.
How about the slapping competition? Have you seen those that people
Yeah.
slap each other again? Like, that's
They slapped the
oh
heck
my
out of each
God,
other.
man. People, there's so many things out there. That, wow.
Why are you going to Alligator Alcatraz?
Your mom's going down there.
Yeah, don't.
It's very close to the oldest. Oh, yeah, it is right there. No
Oh,
chocolate.
it is close.
Oh,
to
yeah,
Alligator.
the smallest
Yeah, chocolate.
sports office. Yeah,
I'm sure they got it blocked off pretty well.
Yeah, they keep people. I'm sure they're keeping the
I'm
people
sure
that are
keep
going
it
down
tight-
taking a look
tight,
at it.
Yeah.
It's just the middle of the Everglades. I think that was. I think the whole thing about it is let's do this. Just a little bit of a deterrent, but grandstand type thing.
1,000%.
Yeah. But no, so I think that these hot dog contests they're wild.
Man,
70
they're
hot
wild,
dogs.
man. 70 hot dogs.
I mean, hey, what do you think the next couple days after you do that? You have to go take a laxative, or what do you got
That's
to
a
do,
lot of
man?
hot dogs.
You have to
And
live
they
you
water
have to
them
live in the
down, right?
bathroom. Yes,
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah.
That's the only way. The only way to chug them down. I mean, you live in the bathroom for the next 3 days. So
What's your favorite hot dog brand?
I like a Nathan's hot
Yeah,
dog.
Nathan's.
Nathan's hot dog.
Consistent.
that's
What they said, you don't want to see what's in a hot dog.
definitely not.
It's all the
It's like
leftover
sausage, right?
pig pig intestines and.
If you go to YouTube and see the hot dog process, you don't never eat a hot
grind
dog
it up.
before. don't do it.
But
I don't recommend it.
But I do like Pat and I we're like tough. We're tough on our money that week. We go to Costco, and
$1.50.
$1.50.
It's all beef there.
And you
though.
get a soda
It's
too.
all beef.
Yeah.
All beef. They brought back the Polish sausage at Costco. I saw it too. Frank, you still on Firehouse Subs? Which one? Because I remember Firehouse Subs was a big deal when it first opened. It was for a while.
Firehouse is good.
They went downhill though.
Did they?
Not the same. But definitely tough being a restaurant owner.
Yeah, restaurant.
Yes.
I think that the concept and the thought in your mind is cool, but people don't see when restaurant owners are closed and
behind
the prep
the scenes.
and,
Yes.
because everybody's like, well, let's order a pizza. Well, they forget about you got to make the dough, you got to have the cheese,
And
you got to
people don't show up to work.
People don't show up to work,
Late.
and
It's a tough business for sure. I mean,
Mhm.
concerts are great, and so many variety of restaurants in Southwest Florida. It's amazing, but it's just the seasonal. The season is just what kills you. Because everyone leaves these 4 months. It's so hot.
Well, and it's not as bad. I mean, it's still definitely seasonal, but up until 5-6 years, it was extremely seasonal. Like in the summer,
after COVID, everyone moved down here. New York and California has these
Right.
ridiculous rules, so everyone moved down here. So it's not you still see the roads. It's still busy.
Right.
Yeah.
There's still traffic. I'm like, wow, traffic in July. But
I have seen it this summer. Seems like the July is pretty. I mean, getting from one place to the other is like pretty nice because it's like pretty quick,
easier,
right?
yes, definitely easier.
Yeah.
But there's still people here.
Yeah. Did anybody see this super speeder? And I got a video
now-
to show up in a little bit.
Tim, if you drive over 50 miles over the speed limit or over.
So it's 50 miles over speed limit.
Okay.
And if you drive over 100 on any road, then that's something they can just load you up, take you to jail right there.
Can take, not automatic. Because someone said
they have the discretion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jail 30 days. Someone said too. That's not,
the jail. I don't know about the jail. I don't know
Okay.
about the time on the jail. I don't think it's 30.
I mean, that's something the judge, I imagine, would have to kind of.
You could. It says violators face up to 90 days in jail,
Up
which
to
is
90.
wouldn't be a misdemeanor because a misdemeanor would be 30 days. But that's and then
So that'd be a felony at that point,
$1,000
right?
fine.
So Tim, since you work in the law enforcement, what's the right speed limit after? Like, what's the speed?
What's
after
the
speed
threshold?
limit? Yes, yes.
I always say go with the
Unknown
traffic.
caller.
Go with the traffic. Whoa, we might have a
Hi.
caller. I have no idea
Caller
who that
coming
is.
in.
So yeah. Take it at the voicemail.
we don't know?
It's somebody that. Yeah, I don't think they're.
Love that ringtone though, by the way.
Yeah, more.
Yeah. So
Should've put 'em on air.
That's a good. Go with the flow of the traffic. Don't try to stick out there. And I would say 79 on the interstate. If you get to 81, 82, and again, it all depends on the traffic.
Around 10. Around 10 miles.
If you're going to
Weather.
Tampa, weather. If you're going to Tampa and you're sticking out and you're in that left lane and you're getting it, they're going to stop you probably. And it all. I was in Kissimmee over the weekend, July 4th. There was every 5 miles, there was a trooper waiting. So they gear up, but 100 miles an hour is like on Alligator Alley all day long. People doing 100 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Never asked you. You're scared.
No.
Remember that one time?
One time
Remember?
State Patrol and county officers. Any kind of like rivalry? Like I'm not doing the Super Troopers. I know it was a comedy, but like, dude, does like Collier sheriff and state troopers kind of have like you know what I'm trying to say, like a little rivalry kind of thing, or make sense?
No,
what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're saying. Here's what happens. So if you have a trooper that happens to give a deputy a ticket, and rightfully so, potentially, right? It stirs up a little bit of a problem, right? So,
or vice versa,
yeah, or
right?
vice versa, and that's anywhere you go, right? So, you gave one of our people a ticket, but I will tell you, the days like that used to be really solid back in the day. Nowadays, listen, if I get stopped for speeding, I'm a police officer. I did two things. I sped, number one, and I put an officer in danger because they had to take the time and pull me over. And almost, and nowadays a traffic stop, getting run over, getting hit, things like that. So I put that on myself. I can tell you that I've been through 31 years in law enforcement, never got a ticket. Been stopped a couple times, but didn't show my badge and do all that. A lot has to do with how you handle it. Apologize, sorry. I've had deputies walk up to my car and say, turn around, walk back, didn't say anything because they were like, everything's on camera now too.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I would say troopers and we all get along pretty good. Yeah, there's no animosity between anybody. But I will say that can pop up. Yeah. There was a lady over in Dade County, I believe. A trooper stopped another police officer for speeding in a marked unit, wrote that person a ticket, and she was harassed by the law enforcement agency over there. I mean, they put stuff on her car and did all kinds of childish things. So, I mean, it does happen. Like any profession, we've got our knuckleheads in it, and we're not proud of them.
I think it's always dependent on the person. I mean, it's individual. I think always it comes down to the individual. There's so many people on the doing in the law enforcement, and not everyone is the same. No one is sent to that. So it depends. There's so many, like you have dentists, doctors, lawyers. Not everyone is the same. I mean, they practice good law, bad law, personality wise. So it comes down probably to the person that stops you.
And I said this in a comment today because we have a YouTube channel, it's Cop and Con, no plug. But somebody, and I wrote in there because this one cop, he's getting federally indicted. Drugged this guy, tasered him, pepper sprayed him. I mean, just basically inhumanely treated the guy. And the guy, something wasn't right with him. I think he was, not good. But nobody likes a bad cop more, or nobody likes a bad cop, or hates a bad cop more than a good cop. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Nobody hates a bad cop more than a good cop, because that just makes sense. It just kills our whole profession.
Of course.
It's like you in this industry. In advertising, media, things like that. And you want to make sure when you go to someone's business and you put them in the magazine that you're doing it in a way that is ethical versus somebody else that's not doing it the ethical way.
Of course.
Maybe a little bit
reputation
different.
Is everything in life. I mean, you can. It's like they say. They're saying. It takes.
Yeah, it takes
10, 20 years to build your reputation, and you can kill it in 1 year. So just always do the right thing. And then. If we are in the industry, is to promote, is to unite the community with the businesses, is to let them know all the options that they have, and that's what it's all about, And it's been great. It's been great, I mean, Collier County has about 25% Hispanics.
I know.
So it's a big chunk, and then Lee has about 28. Hillsborough has about 32, around there.
Okay. Hillsborough's 32?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
no kidding.
Yeah. Tampa is big.
Really?
After Miami, Tampa is the second
biggest.
Is
it really? Yeah. Okay.
It's Miami, Tampa, then Orlando.
I was going to say Orlando.
The Hispanic community, So we've been growing, years.
You saw a lot of Hispanics in Miami?
Huh?
A lot of Hispanics in Miami?
Yes, Miami is the one. So Miami, you find everybody, from all over the world.
Yeah. And it's always been there. I was in the military there in 1988 to 90. But Frank says, listen, all windows down, both hands on the wheel. Listen, these police officers, 99% of them, 98% of them are trying to do the right thing. They're out there working, doing their job.
Yes.
Just like any profession.
Thank you for them, and thank you for law enforcement, keeping us safe, appreciate you guys.
Yeah, sure. Putting themselves in harm's way. But that's an interesting thing. Like my in-laws, they live in Collier County. They're U.S. citizens now from Colombia, and they live in Golden Gate. Well, when you live in Golden Gate, you really don't need to assimilate. And I'm trying to tell them, you guys need to speak English a little bit. I mean, they're like mad at me for not speaking Spanish. I'm like, you need to speak a little bit of English. Yeah. But in Golden Gate, you can literally, live out there and
not speaking the language.
Not speak it,
I mean, I always tell everyone this: if you're in the United States, it's the right thing to speak English. If you move to China, it's the right thing to learn Chinese. If you move to Russia, if you any part in the world that you go, you should speak the language. It makes your life easier. So I mean,
similarly,
and I think
they're older. I get it, but try. try
least
and
try,
do
yes,
it. Yeah, they
yes.
just look at you like, and I've known them, and I can get my. I
There's
can
so many
communicate
programs
with them.
now, that give free lessons and free schooling. It's amazing that
A lot of it though. They're like they don't want to look. They're more embarrassed about trying to talk. And I'm like,
that's part of it too.
And with me, when I go down to Columbia, I mean, like I try. I think it's funny. I'm like, I sit there, but it's funny because most of those people kind of know enough to get what you want, food, things like that. I don't have any problem.
No, I understand. It's a different language. I kept my accent over the years. I've been here.
That's what's good about it. I like it.
So, but I understand pronunciation is different. The vowels is different. Everything changes. When you translations. The adjective before the noun, then in Spanish the noun before the adjective.
Right,
so it's like So
greatest Cuban baseball player of all time.
Oof. I'm a basketball guy, actually. Believe it or not.
Cuban basketball player, I'd say. What was Sammy?
Not Livana Hernandez,
Dominican,
that's for sure.
Dominican, right? Cuban.
This guy from the Astros right now. I mean, he's killing it.
I'm not on the current, but
Rosarena is really good
Jose
right now. He used to be on
Canseco.
the Tampa Bay.
Jose Canseco.
Jose
Gotta be
Canseco,
up
yes.
there, is up
Yes.
there.
He was a better boxer.
Where's Roberto Clemente? Was he Cuban? Or was he Dominican?
I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I gotta do
Dominicans
research
got
on
a
that,
heck of a freaking.
Jacoby, I speak a lot of big
I'm
Latin.
not an
speak a lot
expert
of
on,
gibberish.
on baseball,
All right, greatest
I do follow them, but
Thank you. Courtesy of Elevate, Chicopee. Shop Elevate online. The most comfortable polos out there. Also look great.
nice, looks great, man.
Thank you.
Definitely nice
We'll
design.
get you an Elevate shirt. Yeah,
Definitely.
love Jeremy Mitchell. And Elevate, proud
Is it
sponsor.
Mitchell or Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Okay.
Jeremy Mitchell.
Just want to make sure. Because I thought he put a new
Elevate.
he put an S in it.
Mitchell.
We mess with each other.
Mitchell.
We mess
That's
with
what it's all about, man. You guys,
I love it when
you guys have a great
I still-
relationship,
I still laugh.
So
I
that's
still
awesome.
laugh a little bit because I like the way that you came in and say, hey, what do I need? But we kind of just go with it.
I know.
But no, and you got such a
It's
good
organic.
such a good product, and you can tell you're very detail oriented, which we appreciate.
No, I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I mean,
We're
actually,
here to
this
help
is,
you. Whatever you need, just let
yeah.
us know too.
This is my first podcast, and I'm glad that.
Before you leave, make sure you go in our podcast studio, which is right behind us. That's where all the magic happens. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's really
It's where the
cool
Diddy
back there.
parties. No.
It'd be good. It'd be good actually for you to go in there and check out and maybe do a set of reels.
For sure.
A little
Count
bit
with
about
them.
and
Yeah.
just do it because a lot of people are asking me like I want to do a podcast. Well, people don't understand like when you sit down and do a podcast, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just sitting down doing the podcast. There's editing,
Yes.
which we encourage people to do that. But we think right now that the big key is businesses that want to get their message out of what they do, and you could sit down literally for 60 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Myself or Pat could drill you with a bunch of questions, and then you could get probably 30, 40, 50 reels out of that one segment.
Because ultimately, when you're shooting a podcast, you're looking for reels and highlights anyway. So why not just focus on doing some
People's attention span is basically zero now.
Yes,
3 minutes?
yes.
I think is the
Yeah, less than that.
yeah.
I think.
But I think
It's
that's the average
saturated,
watch
yeah.
time for a podcast. 3 minutes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. People don't want to listen to all of it.
No.
No, it's social media saturated too. So they, time issues and they want everything fast. So,
Absolutely.
like I always said, the first 30 seconds, those are the one that can catch you.
Yeah.
After that,
So you
then-
grab people in.
Yeah, the
1,000%. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Anything
no,
else?
it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
too.
thank you so
love
much, guys.
You being on here is really cool because you got great personality, great product, just a nice guy, and I think
Appreciate it, team.
we
Appreciate you
we got
guys,
things
man.
going.
Thank you for
It's
having me.
big.
It's a pleasure.
Anytime.
So
And
definitely,
yeah,
let's do it more often, man. This
get
was
you-
fun for sure.
Get you plugged
Yeah.
in and to our events. Do you do any launch parties for the magazine?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can
We'll get
start
connected.
doing that.
We'll,
Of course,
We'll
yeah.
do some stuff.
yeah, those are big. The big launch parties and whatever. Get the group in here and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count with me. Let's collaborate. Definitely.
Yeah.
Look forward
No, that's
to it.
good.
Love it.
So what we always do is we always point up at the camera. We let everybody know that we are out.